There we go. All right, and make sure that we have our volume on. Okay, great. Okay. Hi. Hi, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here because, as you know, you could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me. And for that, I thank you. So thank you again for being here, guys. I appreciate y'all. With that being said, let's be active participants tonight. Let's make sure that we do all of the good things, guys, all of the good things. Let's make sure that we are tapping the screen, sharing the live, reposting, knocking out the gift goals. Thank you so much for taking care of the Fest Pops. All right. Also, guys, let's make sure that we are dropping our hashtags. Yes, our hashtags. They're very important because I think those are what get the Trump supporters in here. Let me believe that, okay? I need to believe that, so allow me to. Okay, I appreciate it. Sometimes living in a state of delusion is a good thing. So with that being said, keep doing all of the good things, guys. Also, if you are over on the tube, hi tubers. Hi, so happy to have you here. Thank you so very much for being here. Remember to like the stream, share it, repost it, do all of the good things, guys. Now, with that being said, again, if you are a Trump supporter, go ahead and get in the box. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And in between Trump supporters, we'll definitely discuss the news because, guys, there is a lot that occurred today. Seriously, there was so much that happened. I'm sorry, guys. My weave was covering my ear. I had to fix it. There we go. So that's what some idiot is going to get up here and say anyways. I had to fix my weave. Anywho, confirm. Let's see. Who do we have in the guest request? All right. Going to go ahead and let out the backup. Okay. Hi, David. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why I can barely hear. It's weird. It's kind of weird that I can barely hear you. Box it up. Okay. All right. So you did vote for Trump. Okay. Fantastic. How old are you?
19.
19. All right. Why do you still support Trump?
Why do I still support Trump? Because of three philosophical things. First, the first thing in this category.
Guys, we have a Phil bro.
I'm not, but
you are Phil bro.
The first thing in this category.
You just said three philosophical things. How are you not a Phil bro?
No. A Phil bro is somebody who purposely uses jargon to confuse their opponent. Okay. I'm gonna
try to take you serious. I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to take you serious, but go ahead, buddy. You got it. Go ahead.
The first of these.
I'm sorry. Did you get muted?
My friend called me, but
Oh, okay.
the first of these things in these category is just going to be number one, his like conservative opinion on like abortion. Number two, his like conservative opinion on the trans issue. Mainly like him thinking that trans women are not women and like etc. And like number three, the like supposed harm that he is doing to like people right now.
Okay, that's pretty broad. That last one. Which
Um,
one? But I have a question just to root out the second one because you mentioned abortion. To root that out, I have a question for you. All right. Where does where does conception occur?
where does conception occur?
Occur.
Occur?
Occur. Say occur?
Occur.
Yeah, there
Yes.
you go.
I don't see why that question is like relevant at all.
You said his conservative stance on abortion. That means that you have a stance on abortion that you
Yes,
likely
I
would want to
do.
discuss. So I'm asking you a question to see if you have a foundational understanding of human anatomy and how these like biological processes. So with that being said, where does conception occur? Now, you've taken quite a bit to answer this question. So you kind of got me thinking that you might be chat GPT in it. All
I'm
right.
not.
But
It
okay, then
is.
tell us where does it occur?
It is when the egg gets fertilized.
I didn't say when, I said where. Last chance.
The place that the egg gets fertilized. I don't know the exact name.
Okay,
But
then
I
we're
still
going to
answer the
take number
question.
2 out of the box. Okay, we're not going to talk about number 2 because you don't have a foundational understanding of human biological processes. Okay, so
You
we're going
think
to take. Let's leave that one alone. Okay, and then you mentioned number 3. You said his. You mentioned something about harm. Can you elaborate on that one?
yes. You guys say that he does all his harm to the like American people. Okay, okay. But you guys can never give the sound argument for like your guys' account of harm being real. I'm guessing like you think that Trump is doing physical harm and like mental harm to like the U.S.
I'm so sorry. Just so I can understand the basis of your question here, just seriously, because I want to be able to engage. Are you trying to say that we're saying that Trump himself is personally doing these things, or are you trying to say that by his actions we're claiming that he's doing harm and we don't have any proof of it? I just want to make sure I understand.
I'm saying that you guys are saying that Trump is putting in policies and these policies and these executive orders are doing this harm, but you guys can never give the argument for this physical and mental harm that he's doing to be real in your guys' world views.
Really? That's strange that you say that because we have like so much evidence that Trump is doing harm to people, especially on the mental side. But you could say that that part is subjective. So we can talk about the physical harm that has been done to people due to Trump's policies.
Okay.
All right. And not necessarily policies, I would say actions.
That's going to be a blunder. Number one, that's not
I'm so sorry. Did you want me to answer it and like give you an example or what are we doing?
That's going to be blunder number one. That's not giving an argument for like physical harm and mental harm being real. What's the
I haven't
argument?
presented an argument yet.
Because
I literally said that the mental harm might be subjective, but I can give you an example of physical harm, and then you started talking again. I'm very confused.
Okay, wait. That is still a blunder.
How is it a blunder?
It's because you are not actually answering the question. All you were doing is just giving me an example and then like presupposing that this is an example of physical harm. I don't care about an example. I want the argument for physical harm in your own worldview to be true or real.
How's it a blunder? I'm not presupposing anything. I'm so confused right now. What's
blunder?
Happening?
You can give all of the.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Is it David? I got it right. Is David right? David, yes. If you don't mind me asking, all right, how much Rockstar did you mainline before coming up here? Just want to make sure I know what I'm working with.
What do you mean by that?
Like, how much Rockstar did you mainline? Like, you went right for it, buddy. How much? Do you know what Rockstar is? If you don't, then you didn't mainline it.
No. I don't know what Rockstar is.
Okay, no worries. Red Bull? Red Bull? Know what Red Bull is?
I do not drink Red Bull, no.
Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. All right, guys. I'm so sorry about the glitching. I can see it on my end too. I do apologize. The camera set itself at a higher resolution than it normally does, and so that's why. So again, my apologies, I should say. Just bear with us here. Okay. I have my glasses on now, so let me present my argument to you. All right, glasses make you feel smarter. Anywho, so my argument would be that via Donald Trump's actions, all right, as president of the United States of America, actual harm has been perpetuated against not just American citizens, but also undocumented immigrants. That would be my argument.
Do you know what the argument for harm, for physical harm existing is? Because I think
do you want me to say his harm caused his actions cause people to be sexually assaulted? What do you want me to say?
I want you to give an argument for physical harm being real. That is a blunder number 2.
I'm so sorry with this, but you want me to give an argument for physical harm being real?
Yes. In your worldview, because you can't make a claim that Donald Trump is doing physical harm to people, but you can't give the argument
that's why
in your
I asked you earlier. I'm so sorry, but that's why I asked you earlier. Are you trying to get me to say that Donald Trump is personally, like he himself, so first person is committing this harm? Like he's going out and actually physically harming people? Or do you want me to say via his policies, like his actions? That's why I said that. I don't think you know what you want.
It can be his policies or himself. I want to know the argument for physical harm existing in your worldview. I want it to be a sound argument.
Okay, I already told you.
No,
we can talk about CCOT. We can talk about the ICE agents, especially harming people in Chicago.
I think you intellectually don't know what a argument for physical harm existing is.
You can keep saying that, but I've said what I said 3 times already. Do you want to engage or you just want to go? What do you want? Because you keep saying argument. I already laid out the premise of my argument. I just laid it out. All right. Do you want to provide some evidence? So you want me to prove my positive? What do you want me to do? Because I'm trying to figure out what he wants, guys.
Let me make this really clear, because I think you intellectually don't know what a argument for physical harm existing is. I want a argument for physical harm itself existing in this reality. Because if you can't give the argument for physical harm existing in this reality, you can't say that Donald Trump is doing physical harm because you can't prove it to be real.
I thought you said you want to feel bro. Now I'm just having fun. I thought you said you want to feel bro. What are we doing? I thought you said that. You lied?
Huh?
You lied? You want to live in a hypothetical?
No.
Are you so okay, so I have a question for you.
That's not a hypothetical.
Hold on, time out.
What are you talking about?
Shushies. Quiet. You're not going to get anywhere if you continue to behave this way. Stop. Okay? So my question for you would be, all right, if I say that Donald Trump, all right, deploying ICE and other federal agents to the city of Chicago, where they have rammed their vehicles into civilians' vehicles, causing bodily harm, where the person had to be treated at the hospital, would that not be evidence of the claim that Donald Trump's policies are causing harm? When I say that ICE agents shot and unalived someone, all right, that didn't cause that person physical harm? Because how do you prove that pain exists? Because it's something that you feel. So wouldn't that be subjective?
You think that you can't give a objective argument for physical harm existing?
You give me an objective argument for it not existing then.
Huh?
You give me an argument for it not existing. You don't have to prove it. I just want to hear, what's your argument for it not existing? Because if you pinch me, do I not say ouch? If you cut me, do I bleed and it hurt? Like, I don't know what fuck you want. Anywho, Trump supporters, request up. All right. I am not about to jump through the clouds with this guy. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I would prefer to live in the real world, all right, where we all understand that pain exists. That's it. Where we understand that pain exists. Oh, he skedaddled. That's crazy. Skedaddle sound? I don't even feel like it. That was stupid. That was just stupid. You say you want me to prove that pain exists? That hurt. What the fuck? We have nerve endings. I don't know what you want me to say. We just have nerve endings. That's how we feel pain. Some people actually have like dull nerve endings and they don't feel as much pain. Pain is subjective, is it not? Because like, if you step on my toe, I might be like, ow, it hurts. But if you step on my kid's toe, he might not feel it. So there's that. All right. Hi, Trusty. Are you a Trump supporter?
Hey, yeah, what's going on? I'm 42. I'm from the greatest political state of Wisconsin, and I voted legally for Donald J. Trump 5 times.
How did you vote for Trump 5 times?
I could have voted for him 6, actually, but I only voted for him 5.
Okay. How did you vote for him 5 times?
Sure. What years? So in every cycle, 16, 20, and 24. And in each of those cycles, you can vote for him 1 time in the primary and 1 time in the general.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. And you're super proud of that, right?
Yeah. It shows a couple things. It shows my proudness of Donald Trump, but it also shows that I did not vote for Donald Trump the first time. I voted for Ted Cruz.
I wouldn't tell anyone that.
Well, I have a lot of discussions with Democrats. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but at least I'm transparent and honest.
Okay. I wouldn't tell anyone that. All right. Do you have a name that we can call you?
You can call me Trustee.
I don't want to. I'll call you T.
T? Okay. You can call me Stevie T.
All right. Let's see here. Then I'll call you Stevie.
Sweet. Stevie T it is.
All right. So Stevie, quick question for you. Why do you still support Trump?
Well, lots of reasons. I mean, he's checking off a whole bunch of boxes from his agenda that he's had planned for the last 4 years.
The camera, hold on one moment. The camera's going to move around for just a moment, guys. Give me a second.
Fix your stuff. I'll give you a chance. You were lagging before too. I think you know though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to fix it. I want to fix it. I'm just going to keep it like this. This makes me feel okay. And then that's fine.
You look good.
All right. No, I don't want to lag, so I think I have to make it smaller. Okay. Anywho, go on. You were saying something.
Well, I was saying that, he had 4 years to plan all this out, and he's kind of checking the boxes as fast as possible. And us Trump voters very much appreciate that.
Okay. Do you want to elaborate?
Sure. I mean, we have the border, of course. Everybody talks about that, but that was a big agenda of the Republicans and Donald Trump. We have the economy, including Democrat massive inflation and interest rates, which are ravaging the commercial sector, as we're seeing from many layoffs and small business closures.
Time out. Time out. Say that again about the economy, because I don't know why, but I can barely hear you. I really can't hear, and I don't know why I can't. But say that again about the economy.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you now. Say it again about the economy, please.
Okay. Oh, so the economy. So under the Democrats, inflation was ravaging us. One year, we had as high as 9% inflation. Overall, it was about 25% inflation, which devalued our currency, which caused massive price increases, which then they related to it being transitory, and then it was permanent. And then
they blah, blah, blah. We're talking about now. So you mentioned, you were talking about 2022, 3 years ago, in regards to inflation. All right. What about now?
Still with us. Sure. And the effect of that is being seen now massively with small business closures and layoffs and larger, because we're seeing small businesses close at record numbers or at numbers. and at businesses are laying people off.
That's not
Verizon
any
just
of this
laid off
work.
15,000 people. I mean, big companies around me are laying off a lot of people, unfortunately.
Yeah, because of Donald Trump and his policies, especially his economic policy of implementing tariffs. You disagree
overall,
with that?
Yeah, absolutely, because it's because of interest and it's because of
Because
inflation
of
and high
interest?
interest rates. Yeah, interest doubled for commercial sectors.
Yeah,
I had a business
no.
loan, and it went from 6.25% to 11.75% in 2 years under Joe Biden, and it ravaged my company.
Yeah, where do you get that Joe Biden's economy is causing the current layoffs that we're experiencing? Where'd you get that from?
Sure. So when you make money extremely expensive under the
No.
commercial side,
I
you
didn't
can no
ask you
longer
to
afford
explain
your
it.
debt.
No one said explain it. I said, where did you get that from? So I don't want to
It's the
trust you,
reality of
bro.
it.
I want to, what's your source?
You don't think that doubling interest rates on the commercial
What's your
sector has a negative
source?
effect?
Where'd you get it from, though?
The economy?
the actual information. Where'd you get it from? Where'd you read that at?
Well, let's see here. The interest rates are set by the Fed, so you could start with the Federal Reserve.
No. So you're not listening. I don't think you. Okay, I'm not even going to say that because I don't want to come off as condescending. Okay, so what I'm saying is, we understand what the interest rates are. We get that. We get it. Okay. All right. I don't want to infer anything from the interest rates going up. What I want you to do is to provide a source that links back the current economic status in the United States of America to Joe Biden's presidency. That's what I want you to do. All right.
Okay.
So
Well,
if you don't
sure,
have that, then what I'm going to do is I am going to call you a liar, because then what I can do is I can provide sources that'll let you know that the current layoffs that we are experiencing are due to the bad implementation of AI. All right. So automation. Okay. And also Donald Trump's tariff policy that he has implemented. So we can do that. Now, do you have a source? Because if you don't, then it's okay. We can move on to something else.
Right. I mean, you're not going to believe anything I say about the economy, apparently, then, because you don't relate high interest rates extremely high interest rates.
But that would be you inferring something, sir. Who's to say that you are correct about that, though? That's the thing about it.
Okay.
So do you have something that substantiates your claim? I don't want to get into like a whole thing about this. I just want you to be able to stand on it and provide a source.
Stand on it. Of course. So interest rates doubled up to 11.75% for the commercial sector. Okay, well, this is the factual. This is what happened. You can relate.
You're still explaining it. You're not providing a source.
Okay, the Federal Reserve is your source. It's a government, pseudo government organization.
Nope.
You just don't like.
How did the higher interest rates? All right, I feel like I'm pulling teeth because you literally could just provide a source.
I did multiple times.
Seriously, we know that Amazon, all right, did layoffs. They cut 14,000 corporate jobs, all right, this year due to the implementation of AI, something that Donald Trump himself has been a proponent of. All right, and I can link that back to a AP News article, all right, that actually quotes a statement from Amazon themselves.
Okay.
So that would be substantiating my claim.
AI is coming.
Now,
that has nothing to do with
hold on one moment. I'm so sorry because I can't hear you when I'm talking. So don't do that. Now, what you're doing is you're saying, well, the interest rates went up. Look at the Fed. Okay, I can look at the Fed and I can see that the interest rates went up. But all right, how is that substantiating your claim? That's what I don't think that you're understanding.
Because small businesses and commercial large businesses take out loans from banks, and then they go off of a variable interest rate that is set by the Fed.
So trust me, bro.
This is pretty basic.
Okay, chat, please drop trust me, bro. Just drop trust me, bro, in the chat.
I can see this is above your education.
You can say that all you want to, because I literally provided you a source, and you're sitting here trying to tell me, and it's not working. All right. You're trying to link the current economic status on Joe Biden is what you're trying to do. That's
Absolutely.
literally what you're trying to do. You're
like a year
negating
ago.
the fact that Donald Trump throughout this year, okay, and we can look at Bloomberg, we can look at, we can even look at, I think, ITEP, we can look at so many different sources, all right, even his executive orders that he signed himself to see that in his tweets, his True Social posts, all of these things that Donald Trump has done, all right, in regards to market volatility, implementing tariffs, then taking them off, letting people know that he was going to be removing tariffs so that they could go in and buy.
Very transparent.
Like all of these things that Donald Trump is not transparent, but you don't get to pivot. All right. So
Well,
all of these things that Donald Trump is actually doing, all right, I can link back to a source. Of course, my dear friend, you can. Get on up in here. Okay. And so I can link it back to sources is the thing. All right. You're not able to do that. What you want is you want us, especially me, to believe that you're some sort of expert and you have all of the authority on this matter.
No,
and I'm not going to do that.
Gave you two things.
So if you
can, you disagree
hold on,
that is even a factor.
and
that's
Steve,
kind of silly that you don't think that's a factor.
If you are able to link back your claim that our current economic status is because of the Biden administration, by all means, I'd be happy to say, you know what, you're right, if you can. But thus far, you had it. Okay. So I'm not just going to trust you, bro.
The BLS distributes, that's a government organization, or BLS distributes the inflation numbers. Or is it the CBO? One of those. Or the inflation numbers?
It's the BLS.
BLS, so I was right the first time. Okay, so the BLS has the inflation numbers for your source there. The BLS would be a good source. And then the Federal Reserve as well. So these are two government organizations.
Was worldwide, right?
Yeah.
No, inflation is based off of your currency. But it's based off of your currency, and it's based off of democratic policies like the ARPA funds and the inflation infrastructure bill.
Erica, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a quick question. So, hey, bud, I'm a small business owner as well with a large small business loan. Why does every business have to have a variable rate loan? Because they don't. And so what you're saying is that you're making some assumption that every business that has a loan has a variable rate and they would be affected by this. And when so yeah, and in fact, most businesses that have loans don't do variable rate loans for this very reason. In fact, most small businesses do small business SBA loans, and SBA loans. I'm sure as your no, they're not.
No.
Yeah, that's
no, they're not.
I have an SBA loan.
Okay, great. Hey, hang on. Yours might be. Most SBA loans, you see, you went through a bank that apparently didn't care about you and fucked you over with your loan. And so most businesses, or at least most businesses that are smart, are going to push for a fixed rate loan from the SBA, because a fixed rate loan, are you just going to keep interrupting me while I'm talking, or what?
I mean, you can just lie the whole time, but sure.
Cool. Anyways, as someone,
what's the principal of your loan?
$1.2 million.
Okay, and you got a fixed rate loan off of that from the SBA.
Yep. How did you not get a fixed rate loan? Does your business suck or does your credit suck?
Oh, my credit was amazing.
I don't think so. Or your business plan must have.
It was like 825 at the time, dude.
Then your business. So you didn't have anything to secure the loan? Yeah,
my house and my assets in the business.
So you're telling, and by the way, and for everyone listening, this isn't for the guy below me, but this is for everyone listening. The SBA doesn't actually give the loan. The way that this works is I'm talking to everyone else. You don't have to interrupt me while I'm talking. Just stop talking.
Go ahead, Matt.
Just for everyone else who's listening, because they don't understand how SBA, you don't get a loan directly from the SBA. The way that it works is you get a loan from your local bank and it's secured by the SBA. So what happened here is that the guy below me got a loan from his local bank and they gave him a fixed rate loan. I got a loan from my local bank. They gave me a fixed rate loan, and I was able to do that secured by the SBA. Also secured by some collateral as well as my house.
Hey,
So,
Matt, can I ask you
yeah.
a question or a
Yes.
quick question?
Sure.
Are you able to see these two lines right here?
Unfortunately, there's a glitch on my screen where my
Oh, no worries.
my keyboard is up. You could read it to
Are
me
you
though.
at the gym?
No, I'm not. I'm
Oh.
at home, and I just was on my phone, but there's some weird glitch going on my phone. But
Okay.
anyways, I'm sorry.
I'll read them for you just so
Sure.
so that they can know. So payments stay the same for fixed rate loans because the interest rate is constant. For variable rate loans, the lender may require a different payment amount when the interest rate changes. Guys, this is me providing a source to Stevie. This is from SBA.gov.
That's just a definition of how two loans work.
No. This is from SBA.gov.
Yes. I understand
How do I
where
pay
it's
back
from.
my
It doesn't
7A
really
loan?
explain anything.
Yes, it actually does. It lets you
the
know
loan comes from the
that
bank.
they offer
The loan
both
comes from the
fixed
bank.
rate and they offer variable rate loans.
Right, and most banks offer variable rate loans for commercial.
Right, and for commercial, you will see probably upwards of 65% do get variable rate loans if you're talking about. Hang on. If you're talking about specifically a 7A loan. So if you have an SBA 7A loan, then you probably got a variable rate loan. However, you absolutely can get a fixed rate loan, but to come out and say that everything was affected by that and you're ignoring the fact that there's huge numbers of businesses that don't have variable
Did he just
rate
say
loans.
a 7A?
What I said that a 7A loan, there's a higher percentage of because there's multiple types of SBA loans.
But that's not his argument. His argument is that they are only variable. They literally offer both fixed
I didn't say only. I said most, and the guy above me agrees. He said 60 to 70%.
No, you literally just said all. You said you can't get a fixed rate. No, you said you can't get a fixed rate.
Well, every loan I looked at was variable. So
and also.
Your personal experience isn't indicative of everyone's experience, sir. I think you're 42 years old.
Well,
you know better.
It's most experiences.
You know better.
It's most experiences.
And the reason
and it causes a huge problem.
And sir, the reason that I came up specifically is because you were making it sound like all of the loans would have been affected by the high inflation, when in fact that's not the case. Yep. Not all loans would have been affected by the high inflation. Only variable rate
interest
loans
rates, sir,
would have been affected. Excuse me. You said inflation. Excuse me.
It's two different things.
Excuse me. I understand that inflation and interest rates are two different things, but inflation affects the interest rates. And you were pointing out the fact that it was the high inflation that affected the interest rates. That's what I was saying, because that's what you were saying. So again, what I was saying is I came up because you were pointing out the fact that inflation went up and affected the interest rates for everyone. And I wanted to point out that what you were saying was completely fucking disingenuous, aside from the fact that what Erica is saying is completely true. You haven't tied back high inflation to Joe Biden's policies in any manner, way, shape, or form.
Well, I wasn't given a chance, but I can if you want.
Cool. How?
Okay. Well, they had the ARPA funds and the inflation or the infrastructure bill, which cost $3.1 trillion extra that we didn't need to spend. And that devalued our currency in great numbers. And it also caused extremely high prices on road prices and other things. And it caused massive inflation.
Cool. Donald Trump spent $8 trillion before that. So did that affect inflation?
Well, that wasn't the only Democrat spending. I'm just saying this is like what really like
it literally was the only Democrat spending. So Donald Trump, by the way, under Joe Biden's president, hang on. No. Hey bud. Under Joe Biden's presidency, the amount of money that was spent was $4.3 trillion. Under Donald Trump's presidency, the amount of money that was spent was $8.4 trillion. So
Biden
who spent more money?
You're
really?
Wrong. Biden spent much more.
I'm wrong? Yep. Oh, Erica.
Yeah, absolutely.
He says that.
So we spend about $5 trillion a year. So how did Biden only spend $4 trillion total? That makes no sense, my friend.
Biden actually spent what Trump promised to spend on infrastructure, but never delivered. And he promised the rest of the stimulus that Biden delivered, but Trump didn't deliver. So you're complaining about spending that Trump promised to spend. But you don't care about the wasted TCJA that added trillions for nothing during a good economy.
I mean, we're going to pivot now, or are we going to
No,
talk about
you
Joe
wanna
Biden's
care about
irrelevant
spending?
Democrat spending?
You want to
Yeah,
care about
absolutely. I
spending,
care
you
about it.
ignore the spending in 2020, and you definitely ignore the spending before the TCJA, or that caused from the TCJA. So the spending that was necessary that Biden and Trump did during the pandemic, sure, okay, great. That might have caused worldwide inflation, but Trump wouldn't
The
have
infrastructure
handled.
bill
Can I finish, please?
Sure,
Trump
but
wouldn't have handled inflation better. It was worldwide. No world leaders blame Biden specifically
Yeah, he
for
wouldn't.
causing inflation in their countries. Now, it was
Well,
lower
inflation
in
is
March
based
than
off of
it
your
is
own
now.
currency.
Why is it lower? Why is it higher now than it was in March?
because it was a small blip down and then it went back to where it was before. I mean, what was inflation in September of 2024?
Actually, Biden got it back down to the 3% range for most of the last year and a half he was in office.
Okay, right. So it comes
Right.
back down,
So
and
Trump
then it blipped
inherited
down
another good
shortly,
economy.
and then it
Did you
blipped
know
back
that the
up.
Wall Street Journal
I
put
don't
out
think
an? Did you know
so
the
the
Wall
economy
Street?
was.
Can I make a point? The
All right.
Wall Street Journal
Okay.
in October of 2024 said the next president was going to inherit a good economy, whether it was going to be Kamala or Trump. Now, Trump's policies weren't supported by economists because they supported her policies. Terrorists
Because they're
are
Democrats.
right? All economists are, maybe just intelligent.
Yeah, pretty
ones.
much. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
just
okay,
they
so
just sit in universities and pretty much don't do
Do
anything.
you really want to talk about why Trump was celebrating the economy before he signed the TCJA?
Oh, why don't you tell me?
Because it was Obama's achievement and he was trying to take credit for it. But it was already 4%, and there was no reason to cut billionaire taxes, and it didn't trickle down. He only added more deficit, not more jobs or higher GDP. Biden actually had the longest stretch of below 4% unemployment and had lower unemployment than Trump ever hit at 3.4 and had much higher GDP. So I don't know what you're saying.
3.4 is actually detrimental to our economy. It's almost too low.
So 3.5 was fine and celebratory for Trump, but 3.4 is detrimental. Isn't that?
I guess it should be around 4% actually. Once it goes
was below 4%. That's where Trump was when he signed the TCJA at 4%. Why was it necessary to sign the TCJA?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
So Trump failed to deliver in his only policy for billionaire tax cuts both times now, and
We
he's hurt
weren't
the
talking about
economy
the
twice.
TCJA.
TCJA was unnecessary.
TCJA.
The tax
That's
cuts
literally
Well, I
what
also
it
think
was unnecessary.
what I
and
think was
wasted
unnecessary was ARPA, and the infrastructure bill was
Well,
completely
hang on.
unnecessary.
That's
So
your
Trusty,
opinion,
so I'd like
especially
to
in my local community.
So Trusty, I've got a source here for you. So I'd like to know, where's your source that would prove wrong that Biden spent $4.3 trillion versus Donald Trump spending $8.4 billion. Where's your source that would prove wrong the net 10-year spending from either candidate? Where's your source that would prove this wrong?
Okay, we spend about $4 to $5 trillion a year as a country.
No, I asked where's your source. I asked where's your source that would prove this wrong. What's
He
your
doesn't
source?
have a source. His source is Trust Me, Bro. Also,
Okay, cool. So
I went back on YouTube. I can't wait to play it.
Yeah. Anyways, so Trustee, so since you can't prove it wrong, you would actually have to accept the fact that Donald Trump, even if you take out C-19 spending, because you said that Donald Trump spent less money than Joe Biden did.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you literally did, dude.
Oh my gosh, there's another thing that I have to darn go on.
Dude, okay, so you agree. Okay, so you agree that Donald Trump spent far more money. I just wanted to clarify something. You said that the reason that inflation happened was because Joe Biden spent a bunch of money unnecessarily, and then I pointed out to you that Donald Trump spent twice as much money as Joe Biden did. So therefore, Donald Trump would be far more responsible for the inflation that happened than Joe Biden would be, right? So Donald Trump is actually responsible.
Trump's presidency was much different than Joe Biden's, except for the
fact that
at the end.
All right, great. So except for the fact, yes, because what you're doing, because what you're doing is you're spreading misinformation, and so
because
half
you
of
say
the money.
So, you're the arbiter of truth. Democrats all of a sudden the arbiters of truth. You
I'm
guys
not a Democrat. So number one, I'm not a Democrat.
Why you guys always say you're not a Democrat, but you support her?
Because I don't. Okay. Number one, her name is Kamala. And number two, just because I voted for a Democrat because she happens to align closest with my political priorities doesn't mean I support. Anyways, just because I voted for a Democrat. Anyways, Would you like to
must be
provide
really
a
embarrassed
source?
to be a
Would you
Democrat.
like to provide a source that would refute this, or are you just going to have to concede that Donald Trump spent
you-
more money than Joe Biden?
You have an
I would like a
opinion-based
concession
discussion here.
I would like a concession that Donald Trump spent twice as much money than Joe Biden. Just say it. Say
So
it.
what really hurt?
No, I want a concession.
He won't say it.
No, he won't say it. I want a
won't say it.
concession. I want a concession or a source that would prove this wrong. Say it. Say Donald Trump spent twice as much money. Yes, this is 4 years. This is 4 years of Trump versus 4 years of Biden.
And how much did Biden spend over 4 years?
4.3 trillion versus 8.4 trillion.
How is that possible when we spend $4 to $5 trillion a year as a government?
Holy shit, dude! This
How
is
is that
their
possible?
policies. This is the amount of money on what they passed and what they spend. You moron!
When does that start for Biden?
Trustee, can I ask you a quick question?
Dude, this guy. Holy shit!
Did that end? Did that
Trustee,
end with
can I ask you
October
a
1st of
quick
2025, or is that all kind of
Trustee.
negated?
Oh
as
my
soon as Trump
God.
became president?
Trustee.
Because what Democrats do
Trustee.
here is they play with numbers. No, I'm going to explain now. You guys can
What's
talk over
happening?
me all you
Hold
want.
on.
Well,
Hold on.
I don't ever get like
I
more than
want
two sentences in here.
Steve to be able to respond to Matt
Sure.
after we do this. All right, I just wanted to play something for you.
So trust me, bro.
This is pretty basic.
Okay, chat, please drop trust me, bro.
We're gonna listen.
But just drop trust me, bro, in the
I can
chat.
see this is above your education.
You can say that all you want to because I literally provided you a source and you're
For
sitting
AI.
here trying to tell me and it's not working. All right? You're trying to link the current economic status on Joe Biden.
I think I went back
is
a
what
little
you're
bit too
trying to
far,
do.
but we got it. Just listen.
That's
Absolutely.
literally
He was
what
only
you're trying to do.
president,
You're
like a year
negating
ago.
the fact that Donald Trump throughout this year
Tap the
okay,
screen,
and
y'all.
we can look
All
at
right.
Bloomberg. We can look at. We can even look at. I think ITEP. We can look at so many different sources. All right, even his executive orders that he signed himself to see that in his tweets, his True Social
It
posts,
went back a little
all
bit
of
far,
these things
but
that
yeah,
Donald Trump
wait a
has
minute.
done. All right, in regards to market volatility, implementing tariffs, then taking them off, letting people know that
I
he
went
was
back
going
way
to
too
be
far.
removing tariffs,
Yeah,
so that he
you're
can go in
not
and
really-
buy.
You're gonna wait though. You're gonna wait.
All of these things that Donald Trump is not
okay.
transparent, but you don't get to pivot. All right, so
He's
all of
probably one of
these
the most
things that
transparent
Donald
presidents
Trump
we've
is
ever had.
actually doing, all right, I can link back to a source. Of course, my dear friend, you can. Get on up in here. And so I can link it back to sources is the thing. All right. You're not able to do that. What you want is you want us, especially me, to believe that you're some sort of expert and you have all of the authority on this matter.
No,
And I'm not gonna
I
do
just
that.
gave you two things,
So if
inflation and
you
interest rates,
can,
and you
hold
disagree
on.
that is even a factor.
Try,
And that's kind of
Steve,
silly that you don't
Steve.
think that's a factor.
if you are
Steve.
able to link back your claim that our current economic status is because of the Biden administration, by all means, I'd be happy to say, you know what? You're right. If you can, but thus far you haven't.
Okay.
So I'm
So
not
the
just going to
CB
trust
or
you,
the,
bro.
The BLS distributes, it's a government organization, or BLS distributes the inflation numbers. There's the CBO, one of those. Or the,
It's the
the
BLS.
inflation numbers.
It's the
The
BLS.
Okay, so the BLS has
Be more
the
confident.
inflation numbers for your source there. The BLS would be a good source, and then the Federal Reserve as well. So these are two government organizations.
It's worldwide, right?
Yeah. Well,
No, inflation is
was
based
global.
off of your currency, but it's based off of your currency, and it's based off of democratic policies like
Yeah,
the funds and the
can I-
inflation
can I-
or the
can I-
infrastructure bill.
Erica,
Yeah,
I'm
Matt
sorry.
first,
Can I?
then RC.
I just-
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a question. So, hey, bud, I'm a
Did you
small
already
business
say
owner
it?
as well with a large small business loan.
Did you guys hear him say it? Because I know I went to that part. Did you hear him say the variable rate, or did it skip over that part, or did he already say it? Fuego, hold on one moment, because I already went back. See here? Not yet. It's coming.
Why
Okay.
does every business have to have a variable rate loan? Because they don't. And so what you're saying is that you're making some assumption that every
No, he
business
said
that
it
has
to
a loan
me.
has a variable rate and they would be affected by this.
Okay,
And
you
which
got big
so yeah, and in fact, most businesses that have loans don't do variable rate loans for this very reason. In fact, most businesses, most small businesses do small business
Hold on.
SBA loans.
My bad.
SBA loans.
I'm fucking up because I skipped over it. One
Yeah,
moment.
you kind of just proved him wrong there because he said
No.
65 to 70% have variable interest rate loans for a 7A SBA loan.
No, what I said was that specific type of loan. What I said was that specific type of loan, just that one specific type had a higher percentage. That one. What your claim was is that businesses, period, suffered because of the fact that inflation went up and therefore interest rates went
Yes.
up, and therefore
Yes.
all businesses suffered because of the fact that their loans went up, when in fact that's not true. I just simply pointed out to you the fact that there was one type of loan that has a higher percentage of variable rate, and even not all of them are variable rate. It's just simply a higher
Sure.
percentage. So you didn't prove anything. There's nothing
Well,
wrong
absolutely.
about what I said.
Well, even if
point
you had a
out
fixed
real
rate
quick,
loan,
Trustee,
interest rates went up.
It
I
was
mean, it
Trump's
depends on when you
Fed-
took the loan out.
It was Trump's Fed chairman that raised rates to deal with inflation. And then
Sure.
Trump's chairman said that he would have lowered rates if not for the uncertainty created by Trump this year.
Oh, right. So he sounds like a real Trumpster there to you, doesn't he?
See, okay, so he can be appointed by Trump, but he just can't contradict Trump.
Trump made a lot of mistakes his first term. He was new into politics, and he hired some swamp
He
monsters.
didn't
and it's
deserve to
unfortunate.
get reelected.
Remember
He's
when the
made a
Fed was
mess of
saying,
everything, Trustee.
remember when
He's
the Biden
literally
administration
screwed up
was
everything
saying
he
that-
inherited again.
Remember
his
when the
daddy's
Biden
money, if
administration
he had
was
just
saying
put it
that
in the stock market,
inflation
he
was
would have
going to
been
be
better off. You just
transitory?
talk and talk. You don't really
No, it's
listen,
just
do you?
because you guys talk over me.
Dude, if you and
Oh,
I
I can
ever had
talk
a
and listen
one-on,
actually with headphones.
let's have a one-on-one debate tomorrow.
Sure.
Okay.
Actually,
You're
I've
going
got
to have
some
to
practice
answer my
tomorrow night,
questions.
but
You're going to actually have to answer
I
my
can
questions. I'm
answer
gonna
any questions
fucking
as long as you
dunk on
don't
so
talk
bad.
over me.
It's going to be
Yeah.
fun. So we'll see you
Yeah,
tomorrow.
you guys always
afternoon,
find
okay?
out that's a losing battle. when
I
you
got to
try
go,
do that
Erica.
with
This
me.
guy is just come 1 o'clock tomorrow. I'm going to just make you look like fucking
1 o'clock, like in the day,
1
like when
o'clock
people
Pacific,
work.
my lunchtime.
Oh, okay. All right. What's
Okay.
that?
See you then. Okay.
3 o'clock my time.
You just talk
All
and
right.
talk and talk, but be ready to answer questions.
Oh,
Bring a
I
calculator.
actually don't get to talk a whole lot.
I was trying to ask you specific questions you didn't want to answer.
Well,
But
why don't you
anyway.
ask me a specific question and then allow me time to answer?
I'm like a dog with a bone. You don't understand.
She's got. I think it was before I came up, Erica. So
It was, right?
Yeah.
He literally said that they only offered the variable rate loans. I literally remember him saying that. And I'm like, no,
Okay.
they have
He's
fixed rate
ignoring
loans.
So
this.
if I
He's
misspoke, I
complaining
am
about
sorry,
rates, but he's ignoring
but
that Trump's
most-
the reason the rates are higher than they would have.
Yeah, he
been.
is.
It's just
But
not.
I'm like a goddamn dog with a
Remember
bone.
when
It's the
Democrats said
ADHD.
inflation was transitory? That was really funny because it wasn't transitory. Inflation is never transitory.
It's
It's always
always
here to
2 to
stay.
3 year transitory. You just don't understand
Oh,
context.
they didn't
'cause you're
say
too
that at the
busy
time. They
kissing
said it was going to be
Trump's ass.
short-term
Look,
standard
Bring a calculator
transitory.
and I'll just dunk on you.
What was that
subtraction
that
tomorrow.
ugly looking
Okay, good
woman
luck.
that said that with the gray hair?
Matt
She
was
kept saying
here
that
only?
over and over.
Okay,
It was gonna be
Shannon, thank you.
transitory.
Thank you, RC. Absolutely adore you. Drop some hearts in the chat
Janet
for
Yellen and
RC.
one of those lookalikes.
Then it was before I boarded up the website. Okay, thank you. All right, I know you said it. Hi, Deborah. Are you a Trump supporter? Deborah is not there. Okay, bye, Deborah. Okay, go ahead. Got it, Trustee or whoever was talking. I'm gonna find it.
Listen, when you say that inflation isn't transitory, did inflation go back down after supply chains normalized? Yes or no?
Right, but the prices are always
Inflation.
here.
I asked you.
actually
No,
never
no,
goes
you
away.
didn't answer. Hank,
No,
you didn't
you-
answer the question.
Oh my
You didn't
God.
answer my question. I asked you a question and you didn't answer the question. I asked a question. Answer the question. Did inflation go back down after supply chains normalized? Yes or no? Just say yes or no.
No,
Okay, so inflation go back down. Prove it.
no, it continued to increase after supply chains normalized.
Really? Okay, so when did supply chains normalize?
I don't know, about 21-ish.
You're sure about that?
No, it depends on what kind of supply chain you're talking about.
Exactly. So how would you say about 21-ish? Number one,
That's when
2021 is
both
an
supply
entire
chains normalized.
2021 is an entire
22.
year.
Sure.
Okay. So
Mhm.
great. So let's say that they normalized at some point in 2022. What is economic
Yeah.
time lag? What's economic time lag?
You define it for yourself.
No, you define it. Define it because
No,
you're
it's your
Mr.
term.
Economics.
It's your term. You
No,
define
I
it.
want you. No, I asked you the question. Define it. And just if you don't know, just say,
No.
I don't know.
I'm just
Define
not your
it.
little definition puppy dog.
You definitely are my little bitch boy. Define it.
Absolutely not.
Define it. Okay, so you don't just say, I don't know what it is. So you're too dumb to have this conversation.
Well, I do know. I'm just not your puppy dog, like I said.
Okay, so you don't know. Just say you don't know. Just say you don't know. It's okay, bud.
found it.
It's okay.
Oh, she found it.
I did. I found it finally.
Oh my
I'm so happy
gosh.
for myself right now. Okay.
Good
Because I was
job.
like, what did I was like, I know you
Oh
said
my
it. I'm
gosh.
crazy, but I'm
You're
not
so
that
good.
crazy. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Variable interest rate that is set by the Fed.
So trust me, bro.
This is pretty basic.
Okay,
No,
chat,
this is
please
pretty
drop
basic.
trust me, bro. Just drop trust me, bro, in the
I
chat.
can see this is above your education.
You can say that all you want to.
Here we go. Because you said the variable. What? I'm at 29. Let me go back a few seconds. Guys, I'm new to this. Bear with me for just a second. I'm going back. Am I going back? Okay, I'm going back.
Sorry, because I can't hear you when I'm talking, so don't do that. Now, what you're doing is you're saying, well, the interest rates went up. Look at the Fed.
I'm so like,
Okay, I can look at the Fed
determined.
and I can see that the interest rates went up, but all right, how is that substantiating your claim? That's what I don't think that you're understanding.
Because small businesses and commercial businesses take out loans from banks, and then they go off a variable interest rate that is set by the Fed.
boom.
So trust me, bro.
This is pretty basic.
Did you
Okay,
guys
chat,
hear
please
that?
drop trust me, bro.
I heard it.
Just drop
Okay,
trust
thank
me.
you. That's
Where
all.
did I say?
Like you literally said, it goes off a variable, and that's why Matt requested up, because you were stating it as an absolute, as a final. You were stating that they only go by
No.
variable interest rates. That's what you were implying. Now, again, you already said if you misspoke, then you misspoke. Okay, you misspoke.
Sure, but I don't
But
think
they
I did.
do. The
after rehearing it.
7A loans can be a variable rate, or it can be a fixed interest rate.
Sure, and not every
Okay.
commercial loan is a 7A, but it bases itself off of current interest
But
rates.
then you had mentioned earlier when you and Matt were talking that you were in fact talking about a 7A loan. That's why I just
In my
mentioned
personal
the 7A loan.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. In
So
my
what
personal
are you
experience, it
trying
is
to
the
argue
case.
right here? Anywho, all right, you
that
know
raising
darn gone
interest
well that
rates
it
is
wasn't
detrimental
what
on our
policy.
economy?
Okay, so what did Biden
Oh,
do
how?
specifically in order to cause inflation rates to go up?
The ARPA funds, which were extremely detrimental to the inflation rate, and then the Infrastructure Act or bill or whatever it was, which was about 3.1 extra trillion dollars that we did not need at the time because we were fighting all these other things. We were fighting C-19, and then these little dream bills of the Democrats got passed, and here we are with higher inflation rates because of it.
There we go. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. The infrastructure bill you're saying is what caused the inflation rate to go up?
One of the reasons, yes.
Not
So when you
quantitative
dump
easing.
when you
Not
dump
that, not
a bunch
supply
of when you
chain.
dump a bunch of new spending, new money into the economy,
That'd
you
be
deflate your
quantitative easing.
currency.
But that's what the quantitative easing is. No?
Quantitative,
wrong?
it didn't ease anything. It didn't ease anything. It increased inflation rates.
But that's what you do when you do quantitative easing, though. All right, is when the Fed buys up a bunch of government assets in order to do an influx of cash into the economy so that we can then spend more money. Is that not? That's what
which
they did.
devalues our which devalues our currency and causes inflation.
Okay, but no, what you're saying is that the Infrastructure Act was the reason for it. Like, where
One
do
of the
you get
reasons,
that from?
and the ARPA funds and the American Rescue Plan was extremely detrimental to our economy. We did not need
Was
it.
the COVID Relief Act a part of that also?
Which one?
The
Trump's?
COVID Relief Act? Like, only one person signed a COVID Relief Act.
So
and
the
that was
PPP
Trump.
loans were, and that did cause some inflation. I'm not going to deny that, but the PPP loans were extremely beneficial to businesses because Democratic governors were shutting down businesses all across the country.
What percentage of PPP loans were forgiven?
Almost all of them. That was the whole point of it.
So you don't think that those billions of dollars, all right, like hundreds of billions of dollars that were just injected into the economy didn't cause any type of like inflation? Like not cause any type. You don't think that it contributed
I don't think you're listening.
as much
Yes, I
as
did.
ARPA did,
I do.
even though ARPA was
Correct.
less expensive on paper over the 10-year period, because Matt already showed us that in the COVID Relief Act, and Donald Trump also did the printing of the money. I'm so sorry. You don't have to talk when I'm talking. Thank you. Shh. We
But you
know
guys
that
get
you're
to talk when I'm
listening.
talking now.
Shushies.
Right.
We know you're listening.
I gotcha.
Okay?
Mhm.
Because you're going to be able to respond, but you don't have to keep doing that. Yeah, I got you. You don't have to do that.
Can you go
Steve.
forward?
Shushy.
Can you please go forward?
I'm going to do this. I'm going to mute you while I'm talking. Okay? Thank you. Now, with that being said, as I was saying, I was on a fucking roll too. All right. Trump COVID relief fund, COVID relief act costs more money than Biden's American Rescue Plan. All right. And Trump injected more money into the economy than Donald Trump did. Than Biden did. So why is it that you're trying to put this blame all on Biden? That's the first question. The second would be, what evidence do you have from a verified source? Because I just want you to be able to stand on something and substantiate your claim and not make it be, trust me, bro. Okay? Show us something or give me the site and I'll be happy to pull it up for you. And don't you dare say the Fed. Okay? Because that's not the source. That's just going to tell us that the interest rates went up. Okay? Give us a source, all right, that can link the infrastructure bill to the inflation. Okay? Can you do that, please?
Hey,
Sure,
Erica.
Most definitely, Matt.
Well, while Trustee is looking that up, because I have to go because I've got to get on, but can I just show one thing real quick?
Sure.
And then I'm going to get. By the way, this is from the Federal Reserve. Just FYI.
His favorite website.
I know, right? And you'll see that this is Global Supply Chain Pressure Index, and it's cross-referenced to inflation. And this is wild. How this matches up exactly to what I was saying, where you see the Global Supply Chain Index when you have problems and it spikes. What happens to info? Oh, wow. That's so weird. So it's almost like those two things are directly correlated, and the fucking Federal Reserve actually said that this was a thing. That's so crazy that they actually put out an entire chart that puts those two things correlated together so that you can see PCE headline inflation versus global supply chain pressure index. Anyways,
That's
I don't
crazy.
know, just crazy shit. Like, I don't know. But what does the Federal Reserve know about this shit, right? I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways,
that was his source too.
Massive interest rates.
So
anyways,
your source just proved you wrong.
I got to run here. I
Thank
love you,
so
friend.
much.
Really.
Of course, guys, make sure you're following Matt. He's fucking awesome. Thank you, Matt. Have a great night, love.
Right.
Bye.
Just because you talk like a dick doesn't make you right.
Then hey, don't talk about yourself that way. Don't do that. Let me do something really quick here. Hey, shout out to Phil for the $1. Phil said the infrastructure bill wasn't passed until November 21st. I'm gonna go ahead and put you. There you go. Thank you. All right. The infrastructure bill wasn't passed until November 2021. Sorry. Okay. I heard a baby, so I wanted to make sure that he was muted. Okay. Thank you so much, Phil. He's going to have to explain that one. All right. Also, shout out to Manda. Thank you, Manda, for the $5. Manda said, hey, Steve is actually in Tank, or Steve from Wisconsin. Ask him why he said on social media that the police were practicing to pew pew at BLM protesters. What's that about? What's that about, Steve?
I never said that.
Think about it. Think about it. And I am going to read off a few more here. All right. Also, shout out to Jocelyn. Thank you so much, Jocelyn, for the $1. All right. Jocelyn said, oh, it's no wonder bro voted 5 times for Trump. My Lord. Yeah. He counts the primaries. He's really happy about the primary vote, guys. So that's what that is. Also, over on the tube, shout out to my friend Sean. Sean sent the $5 super chat and said, this is from earlier. Dad used to say, you can't polish a turd. This guy actively polishing away. This voluntary insanity is mentally exhausting. Thank you for doing this. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much. All right. And also drop some hearts in the chat for Feisty for sending out 10 memberships, 10 Everything with Erica memberships over there on the tube. If you got a membership from Feisty, make sure that you say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Drop some hearts to everyone who donated. And if you like to support the live, links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle, everythingwitherica9@gmail.com. And if you're over on the tube, the best way to support the live is via a super chat. And remember, guys, you do it because you want to, not because you have to. And everything is definitely appreciated and accepted. Thank you all so very much. Y'all are fucking awesome. All right. With that being said, Steve, what you say about BLM and the police? What was that about?
I didn't say anything about BLM.
You did it? I was sent a news article about it from Milwaukee.
There you go.
Yeah, I won't say your name because that's not right. Yeah, Steve. Yeah, it says people are calling for the resignation of a trustee for comments he made on the Book of Face. The trustee insists at least one of his comments was deliberately taken out of context. Let's see here. Try to see what it is that you said. I gotta put on my glasses.
Police firing range practicing for Saturday.
All right, you said
Police firing range
said-
practicing for
I thought
Saturday.
you said you didn't say anything. I thought you said it wasn't you. I'm confused. Is it you or no?
I didn't say anything about BLM. You gotta put your Democrat
The
headphones
post it said wanted to have a rally in the middle school parking lot. Would the school district cooperate as nicely as they are with this BLM rally? Makes you think, huh? You replied, not a chance. The department, because I'm not going to dox you, the department is run by radical communists. You said that. All right.
Mhm.
And then on another post, you said, I live on such and such road, and I heard gunshots. That was a typo.
I didn't say that.
All
was
right.
not what I
Then
said.
you replied, hold on
There
one
you go.
moment. Calm down. Then you replied, police firing range, practicing for Saturday. How is that taken
There
out
you
of
go.
context? What
Because
context
they
are we
related
missing?
they related that to a minor BLM education session, which I wasn't talking about at all. Because when I made that comment, that thing wasn't even in existence at all. And it was
So
taken
as a
completely out of
trustee in this
context,
town,
because
you
Democrats
didn't
are evil.
know, as a trustee in this town, you didn't know that there was a BLM protest that was scheduled on the school property that weekend, that Saturday? You didn't know that?
It wasn't scheduled yet. It was scheduled a week later after my comment was made. My comment was held and repackaged for 2 weeks. I said it 2 weeks prior to that. That thing wasn't
That's
even
not what
in
this
existence
article
then.
says.
Of course it's not, because it's Democratic propaganda media.
It's from Fox News, though. It's Fox
It's from
6
Fox
News.
6, our local.
Yeah, your local
and you
news
think that-
station. What reason would they
Sure,
have to
and they
lie
lie.
on you?
Because they are pro BLM.
They're pro BLM? How do you know that? Where does it say that on their website?
I've been dealing with the media for quite a long time.
But I'm so confused
They're-
here.
They're not going to put that on their. Well, I mean, every article is pro BLM. They've never criticized BLM once.
This is very confusing. So are you
I'm
against BLM?
Yeah, absolutely. They're a bunch of assholes.
They're a bunch of assholes. Are you against the Proud Boys?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. They cause problems too.
You guess so. So you know for a fact
I don't really
that
know
you're
much
against
about the Proud Boys.
BLM, but
Well, the Proud
you're
Boys
not
never caused me
sure
any
you're
problems.
against the Proud Boys.
Well, I don't have any personal experience with the Proud Boys. I have a lot of personal experience with BLM, and it's made up of a bunch of white liberal females, and they're a bunch of assholes and liars and evil.
Ooh, so you hate women.
Mm-hmm. No, I hate liberal white women.
You are not okay.
You're
not well.
Very much okay.
You're not well. Yeah, you
Well, I'm
are.
very
I'm
straightforward,
like a piece
as
of
I call
poop.
it. I'm very transparent. Well, I'm transparent.
Kind of like a piece of poop, though. Like it's getting
Or
very
just
poopy.
transparent.
Yeah, it's like you're not
Okay.
sure if you know for a fact that you're against BLM, but you're not sure if you're against the people who stormed the Capitol on January
I'm against
6th.
that.
Oh, I gotta remove you. That sucks. Now my live has a visibility warning for 10 minutes because you all reported. Okay. I don't know if you're new here or not, but don't report, guys. Please don't report, because you reporting Doesn't hurt them. It hurts me. Okay. Let's not do that. All right. No reporting is needed. I know how to handle myself. I'm perfectly fine. All right. You want to get someone up out the paint? Send me $100. All right. Other than that, don't report. That's all I got. Don't report. Thank you. Hey, Hector, how are you?
I just came up here to show him something before I get back to my deep clean. But yeah, don't report, y'all. Don't report, and then I'll do a PSA because y'all are not doing enough here. So this is a common argument with Republicans that are made in regards to inflation pew-pewing up, right? So I just want to show you guys something here, and this is from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. The first act that he referenced was the Infrastructure Act, which was passed in November of 2021. So let's start right here. I don't know how well you guys can see that. So in November, the inflation rate was 6.8%. We can go to December, 7, January, 7.5, February 7.9, March 8.9, April 8.3, May 8.6, 9.1, peaked in June 2022, 9.1. So the best argument that they would have would be between the Infrastructure Act, and that's what pewed it up, considering all the things that also took place within this time frame, and that we were still dealing with several other things in regards to the pandemic. You would still have to prove that point. And then we can fast forward down to August 2022, and this is when the Inflation Reduction Act was passed, and it's currently at 8.3. And then every single month after that, it went down. Mind you, we would still have the funding and everything taking place from the other bills that took place, but despite all of that, it did well. So even if you were to say that one act specifically pewed up inflation, Democrats did an astounding job at bringing it all the way back down to normal levels. So do better.
So, and we also can point to, because I'm going to give you guys a source. Guys, I'm going to give you a source. We can also point to the Joint Economic Committee, all right, which is a .gov, because we know that they love those, all right, that actually says that the, hold on one moment, there I go. All right, that says that the Infrastructure Act would have had a modest short-term impact on inflation, but in the long run, all right, so after basically a few months of its implementation, you would see an increase, but then in the long run, okay, you would start to see a decrease. It would bring it down. It would reduce it. So there's that. But they don't believe in sources, guys, because everything that they believe is inference. All right. So they're inferring this information. And yeah, so there's that. All right. So let me see here. Okay, guys. So let's make sure we are tapping the screen. We are sharing the live. Okay. And don't report. No reporting. Okay. No reporting. Thank you very, very much. Trustee, you don't get to come back here. You got violated. If I bring you back, you could take my live down. No, thank you.
Bureau of Labor Statistics was the source. This is literally BLS.gov. Also, guys, there's 719 people in here. When I joined, it was like 9 something. There is no good reason whatsoever why we shouldn't already be at 200,000 likes. So show the algorithm.
Jesus Christ, are you okay?
That you want to be here. I'm struggling. All right. Also, make sure you share out the live, get the numbers up in that regard. Send your daily heartbeats if you are a team member. Also, let's knock out the gift goal. We need 92 more of those little confetti thingamajiggies.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I set that way too high. Y'all know me. I don't do that.
They got it. They got it. They got it.
That's way too high.
Also, for the best ways to support the platform and all of the cooking you guys just witnessed there, the links are going to be in the bio. Everything with Erica. If you want to hit up Zelle, everything with Erica9 at Gmail. And if you want to hit up Cash App, she does not have one. You may use mine, Hector Talks with 2 R's. That being said, I'm out.
Hey, thank you, Hector. Appreciate you. Drop some hearts for Hector. Thank you, guys. I can't see who's sending all of those, but thank you so much for sending all those confettis. Who did that? Someone, I can see who did it. Thank you. Thank you, Just Prila and 6 foot I8 Tony. I don't know what your name means, but thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Fuego, you've been begging to come up here. How old are you?
I am 24.
Okay. And you're a Trump supporter?
I did vote for him. I do kind of regret it. I'm not going to lie, in all aspects. There's some things I agree. There's a lot of things I don't. I find that with most politicians. That's just me. That's just how I roll. I really don't like the pandering to Israel. That's my own little spiel. But some of the things that I do agree that I wish that we can also change as a country is the immigration reform. I really do think that it should be a little bit easier for people to come over here to the country. In that sense, or like try to like do something like the Bracero program that happened in World War II. Is basically, if you don't know what a Bracero program is, it was basically allowing a workforce of people to come in, help contribute to the infrastructure more into the society. During that time was mainly to help the workforce when all the men went off to fight in World War II. I feel like that should be implemented again. Or there was a thing that I recently read about that
I'm
was
so
called.
sorry. You breathe, please. Okay. Why
My
do
bad.
you still support Donald Trump is the question. Why do you still
Oh,
support
why do I
him?
still support him?
Yes.
I mean, I do agree with some of the immigration stuff that he is doing in some sense.
Like
Just the removal of illegal immigrants.
the removal of undocumented immigrants?
It's not undocumented because they violated Code 8 of the U.S. subsection 1325 and 1326, illegal entry into a sovereign nation.
Yeah, over here we say undocumented. Undocumented and also your word illegal covers a swath of designated immigration statuses. It simply means a person who's not a citizen. So we say undocumented here. So please use undocumented. That's all. All right. So you like the fact that he's deporting undocumented immigrants, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. What did Trump promise on the campaign trail? What type of undocumented immigrants was he going to deport?
All
Undocumented immigrants? So
Yes.
even the asylees and the people that have TPS status and deferred deportation, even those people?
Well, mainly for the ones that overstay their asylum or green card.
You don't overstay
Again,
asylum. You don't overstay a green card either.
I mean, you can.
You can't. You don't overstay asylum. All right.
I mean,
Once
your
you're
green
granted
card
no love, I'm
status
so
can
sorry. Please
expire.
stop. Once you are granted asylum, all right, the next step for you is to apply for your green card. Okay. Then tell us what's the next step after applying for your green card and you're granted your green card?
Naturalization.
Exactly. Become a permanent resident. So, all right, you don't overstay your green card. You don't overstay asylum. So, anywho, moving on. Can you tell us, like, who did Donald Trump say that he was going to deport? Because it wasn't asylum seekers. It wasn't green card holders. Who did he say he was going to deport?
If I'm not mistaken, he said, criminals, rapists.
He said criminals.
Criminals,
Rapists would be criminals, right? So he
No,
said
I'm just
criminals.
saying that.
So
yeah, I'm
is
just saying
Donald Trump
we're repeating what he
deporting
said.
criminals?
Yeah, he is.
Is he? Is that all he's
Yeah.
deporting?
I mean, yeah.
That's crazy because we know for a fact that about 74% of the men that were sent down to CCOT were not criminals. They had no criminal record. This is per the DHS via a CBS report that was done. They had no criminal records here in the States nor back home in Venezuela. Also, we know that at least as of August, that about 60% of the people that were being detained at Alligator Alcatraz had no criminal records here in the States, nor back home in their home countries. So where are all these criminals coming from?
So can you tell me what's the offense of breaking 8 subsection 32, 1325 and 1326?
Depends. Are you a repeat offender?
No, it doesn't have to be a repeat offender.
Mm-hmm.
So breaking Code 8 subsection 1325 and 1326 is a misdemeanor offense.
You literally do. You can just say 8 USC 1325.
Well, I mean, it's also 1326 as well.
Good God.
So that's a misdemeanor offense. Last time I checked, a misdemeanor offense is breaking the law.
Do it more than one time. So is
It
it
is
we
still
do it
breaking the law.
afterwards?
If we as a country cannot uphold
So
our
are
own
you
sovereign borders,
saying that the asylum seekers are breaking the law?
they're seeking asylum.
Are you saying that
There's
asylum
difference.
seekers are breaking the law? Yes or no?
No, they're not. They're asylum seekers.
Okay, just making sure.
Because again, why can't? My question is, if they're seeking asylum, right, and the UN National Court, those who are seeking refugee status or asylum seeking are supposed to go to their neighboring
People don't
country.
seek refugee status. They're granted refugee
They're granted
status.
UPG status, but they have to go to their neighboring country.
But you don't
Mexico
no.
can come to us. Canada can come to
Time
us.
out. Time out. Time out. Time out. The United States has its own immigration policy that it follows. Okay? It has its own immigration policy that it follows in this instance. Okay? And per our immigration policy, what does it say about seeking affirmative asylum status? What does it say? Do
They
you
can
know what the
come.
affirmative asylum status is?
Yeah, they can come.
They can come, right? So it doesn't matter how many countries they travel through. All right. Once they make it to the US border, what can they do?
They can seek the asylum.
Okay, I get it. Got it.
Yes.
Got it.
But
Okay.
the
And so
difference
once
is,
they're allowed into the country, okay, are they illegal?
I mean, if they're seeking asylum, no. But there's a
Okay.
difference between going into the port of entry or just deliberately hopscotching over the border. But I want to say, how is
What
it? How
does
are we?
no,
how
hold
are
on. You're
we-
good. No, you don't get to pivot. We get to stick. All right. So my question for you would then be this: what does 8 USC 8 what is it, 1858? I think it is. What does that say? I haven't had to use that one in a long time.
I don't know
Guys,
that
trying
one.
to learn something.
If you can
Let
educate
me,
me.
I'll pull it up for you. It's 1358. I'm sorry. I'll get it for you.
And sorry if I cut out
1158. Oh my
2%.
gosh. I haven't had to say that in so long. It's 1158. My apologies. Pulling it up
Sorry if
now,
I cut
though.
out. I'm at 2%. Just letting you know.
That got nothing to do with me. Let's see here. I like to bring stuff on the screen too.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay. Guys, here we are. We have it on the screen here. Okay. Trump's even thinking about it. All right. So it says, any alien who is physically present in the United States or who arrives in the United States, whether or not at a designated port of arrival, and including an alien who is brought to the United States after having been interdicted in international or United States waters, irrespective of such alien status, may apply for asylum in accordance with this section or where applicable. Section 1225B of this title. So, quick question. Oh no, did he leave? He did say he only had 2%. So we won't get the skedaddle noise on him. But there's that. There's that. Anywho, if you're a Trump supporter, go ahead and request up. Thank you guys so much for knocking out those confettis. Y'all are friggin' awesome. Thank you so very much. Draw some hearts in the chat for yourselves, by the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Let's keep doing all of the good things, guys. Let's get these likes up to, I don't know where they are, 150K it says. Let's get the likes up to 225,000. I like a little bit of a stretch goal, so let's do that. Also, gonna keep on moving along, and I guess we can try these here. I really don't know. We'll just do these here. It's the melodic birds, guys. The melodic birds, because I like to sing. All right. And again, if you are a Trump supporter, go ahead and request up. Get in the box and let's have a conversation. I saw some of you in there. Are you still there? Can't really tell. Should really get my other phone. Where is the thing at? All right. Here we go. Thank you for the bird. Okay, that person's not there. Okay, Sonora, do you know that you requested up? And we're disconnecting. All right. There we go. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Thank you. Thank you for the bird. Thank you, April. Okay, I pinned it, so then you'll be able to send it. Juju isn't loading, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of them. All right, guys, remember, we have the live visibility thing, so please, please, please drop your hashtags in the chat. Drop your hashtags. Drop, I don't know, your favorite Trump saying. Do something. And then we're going to go over the news. Animal, do you know that you're on the panel, love? Animal? Animal going once? Animal going twice. Oh, what was that? What was it? I don't know what it was. Thank you. Thank you for the birdies. Okay, let's see here. Let's go over some news because I had quite a bit of news to go over, but I know that we're going to be doing fun and facts tomorrow. We're going to be doing fun and facts tomorrow. I know being so zoomed up, you guys really do get to see the facial expressions. I don't fuck around. All right, I don't fuck around. Like literally, I do not fuck around. Okay, what was I about to say? Yeah, we're gonna do fun and facts tomorrow. I'll be doing it with Hector at 12:30 my time, so that's 11 p.m. No, p.m. 11 a.m. Thank you. 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. Had to remember the math. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing. We'll be doing that tomorrow, so that should be super fun. All right, so guys, I need you to lock in. 729 people in here. We got to lock in. Thank you so much for the cake. I appreciate that, April. We got to lock in because remember we had the visibility warning. So we want to make sure that we get the Trump supporters back in. Also, I'm about to go on a bit of a rant. I'm going to go on a bit of a rant. So please forgive me in advance. Please, please, please. Because fucking A, what is happening in this friggin' world? Like seriously, what is happening? I have a few things to read off because YouTube is showing out. Thank you so much, YouTube. Shout out to Bugsby for the $5 super chat. Bugsby said, Trusty is Trump's female dog. Okay, I just said, no, then I'm gonna get in trouble. Trusty is Trump's bitch. Tap, tap, tap the screen, y'all. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Thank you, Bugsby. I appreciate you, love. Also, shout out to my girl Feisty for the $10 super chat. Feisty said, he's lying. We've heard him. He was elected. I can tell you who he spoke to. Okay, all right. I knew he was lying because I think I've heard that conversation myself. So there's that. Thank you so much, Feisty. Drop some hearts in the chat. Also, shout out to Tia Teresa for being a member over on the tube for 2 whole ass months. Thank you so, so very much, Tia Teresa. She says, please tell him liberal white women hate him more. I know you do. I know. He was a piece of poo. Just a piece of poo. Just a piece of poo. No standing. If you can't say where you got information from, then what are we doing? Why do Trump supporters think that they can just go off of vibes? Right? They just think they can go off of vibes. If you, all right, even if you heard before, all right, that interest rates being higher causes less lending. It does. I know that it does. All right. It does because people don't want to pay a higher interest rate. Okay. But with that being said, you have to prove that such not borrowing caused inflation. Because typically, when we have a higher interest rate, we have less spending, and that actually causes something called deflation. So we start to see inflation go down. But he was arguing the opposite of that. He was saying a higher interest rate was causing them not to borrow, but wouldn't that be the opposite of spending money? So there's that. Anywho, moving on. I might need a nap. Let's go into the news. So as we know, the Trump administration did their whole cabinet meeting today. They did that. And in doing so, some interesting things took place. Some very interesting things took place, and we are going to talk about them. First thing first is, you see this on background, guys? You see this here? You see Trump falling asleep? Yeah, your buddy Trump went to sleep today. The old man took a nap. The old man took a work nap in the middle of a meeting. You know what, guys? I can't say that I haven't done the same. Can't say that I haven't done the same because I have. I really, really have. So yeah, the old man took a nap, and yeah, he's definitely proving that he's old. So there's that. I said it. I don't give a fuck. Okay, let's bring this forward and let's see here. Also, Trump let a little something slip. He let something slip. Trump said that JD Vance is incompetent. He called his own vice president incompetent. Can you guys believe that? Not his diaper. His diaper. Does he really wear a diaper? I hope not. That's a lot. But yeah, he let it slip that Vance is incompetent. All right. Basically, he was making fun of he was making fun of Tim Walz. All right, the Minnesota governor Tim Walz, right? And what he said is it's time for an impersonation. All right, guys, let's do a poll. Let's see how much you enjoy being here. Because if you know, you know. All right. Let's do a poll really quick. All right. Drop a smiley face if you want a Trump impersonation. Drop a sad face if you don't. Smiley for Trump impersonation, sad face for don't. Let's see what happens. I gotta see what we're gonna get here. Who put no? Whoever put no, block them. You gotta tap. The poll is at the bottom of your screen. You gotta tap it. Tap, tap, tap the screen, y'all. All right, let's see if I can get one running over on the tube also. All right. Oh, wow. Let's see. Okay. 85 of you want to see a Trump impersonation? I'll take that. I will take that all day long. Let's see here. Trump or no. Okay. 2. Select yes if you want the Trump impersonation. Select no if you don't. Let's see what happens. How many of you are going to vote? Let's see. All right. Giving it like 20 seconds. I know TikTok, you're getting the Trump impersonation. You're getting it. We got to see if YouTube is going to get it. All right. Someone over YouTube voted no. Who voted no on YouTube? Raise your hand. Dre GZ, I don't know you. I don't know you, but you can leave. You're a hater. Okay, 92% is good enough for me. So let's end the poll. All right, there we go. Okay, there we go. So,
hey, Mom, you know where the books are?
All right, there we go. Okay, you guys ready for a Trump? Okay, I'm doing it. He called JD Vance. I'm not frozen. I'm not frozen. Okay, so my child is messing up. Yes, I did, Bugs. Thank you so very much, love. I seen it. Thank you. Okay, we're not frozen? Okay, because you can't miss this Trump impersonation. You can't miss it. Okay, here we go. Okay, he said, I think it demands a grossly incompetent man. I thought that from the day I watched JD destroy him in a debate, I was saying, who was more incompetent, that man or my man? I had a man, and he had a man. They were both incompetent. He just called JD Vance incompetent. Like, he really did. He called him incompetent. Also, who was the they? Who was the other man that had a man? You ran against Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is a woman. What are we doing? Like, Trump, are you forgetting stuff now? What are we doing? The man is not well. He's not well. He went on. He said, I had a man. I thought she was very incompetent too, but now she's leading the field, and I think she's leading the field in the nomination. Gina. This man is unwell. He's unwell. We're going to have to get an unwell Trump sticker. That's what we're going to have to get. All right. If you Trump is stupid. It's stupid. All right. Do you guys want to hear Trump say this? Because we can hear him say this, guys. All right. Because we can hear it. We're going to hear it. I'm trying to tell you, my impersonation was spot on.
Resign over the fraud scandal in his state.
And who should?
Tim Walz, over the fraud scandal in his state.
Look, I think the man's a grossly incompetent man. I thought that from the day I watched JD destroy him in the debate. I was saying, who is more incompetent, that man or my man? Look, I think JD destroyed a man and a woman. I thought she was very incompetent too, but now she's leading the field, and I think she's leading the field in this for the nomination. Anyway, look, that's up to them. That's up to the Democrats.
Him so stupid. Him is so stupid. Just so stupid. Not smart. I think the she, I can only Kamala. It's Kamala Harris is the she, guys. It's the she. Yeah. Yeah. So also, guys, do you see this glare on this man's face? This is the face that Trump was making when JD was talking. When JD got the chance to speak, Trump sat there and he was glaring. He was looking like, you know what? If you want my vice president, pow, right in the kisser. That's what he's looking like. He don't like JD Vance, y'all. He don't like him. He knows that JD wants his job. So he does not like JD Vance. So there's that. That's fucking hilarious. Whereas with everyone else, Trump went to sleep. He was doing exactly this right here. Hagsbreath was talking. He went to sleep. He did. He went right to sleep. But that's fun. Okay. So that's Trump in a nutshell. All right. Well, JD wants his job. My hat says Kamala would never. Always remember, I had it first. I just want to let people know that I had it first. Okay. So there's that one. Also, guys, in other news, other friggin' news, did we hear what Donald Trump said about Ilhan Omar, Representative Omar, I'm sorry. Did we get to hear that? It's absolutely abhorrent what he said about her. I do want to pull that up on the screen, actually, because I was just going to read it off, but we're not doing a Trump impersonation for that one because this shit's ridiculous. Like, he called this woman garbage. He called a sitting representative for the United States of America garbage. That's what he did. And this is just the latest in attacks on women. Like, we know that he called not the Bloomberg, but the BBC reporter a piggy. He said, quiet piggy. Like, he called her a piggy. He also told an ABC News reporter that she was a failure for simply asking a question. She was a failure. Yeah. Yeah. He also used the R word the other day. He used a slur. He literally used a slur. That is not okay. Let's pull those comments up today and see. I thought I sent them to myself, but I didn't. Here we go. And we're going to play it. I don't want to read it, but let's just play it.
There's something wrong with him. And when you look at, I think that Walz is a grossly incompetent man. There's something wrong with him. Okay. There's something wrong with him. And when you look at what he's done with Somalia, which is barely a country, you know, they have no anything. They just run around killing each other. There's no structure. And when I see somebody like Ilhan Omar, who I don't know at all, but I always watch her for years. I've watched her complain about our Constitution, how she's being treated badly. Our Constitution, the United States of America, is a bad place. It hates everybody, hates Jewish people, hates everybody. And I think she's an incompetent person. She's a real terrible person. But when I watch what is happening in Minnesota, the land of 1,000 lakes or however many lakes they have, they got a lot of lakes, but this beautiful place, and I see these people ripping it off, and now I'm understanding, and you're going to look at, I hear they ripped off Somalians, ripped off that state for billions of dollars, billions, every year, billions of dollars, and they contribute nothing. The welfare is like 88%. They contribute nothing. I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you. Okay?
That's
Somebody
sick.
say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country is no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country. I could say that about other countries too. I can say it about other countries too. We don't want them to hell. We have to rebuild our country. You know, our country's at a tipping point. We could go bad. We're at a tipping point. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but I'm saying it. We could go one way or the other, and we're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. These aren't people that work. These aren't people that say, let's go, come on, let's make this place great. These are people that do nothing but complain. They complain. And from where they came from, they got nothing. You know, they came from paradise, and they said, this isn't paradise. But when they come from hell, and they complain and do nothing but, we don't want them in our country. Let them go back to where they came from and fix it.
Dude's a piece of shit. He's just a piece of shit. Is what he is. He's a piece of shit. That's what we're working with, guys. That piece of shit. Right there. Oh, thank you for the money gun. Who said that? Thank you, B Green, for the money gun. I get to do the money gun noise. That's the money gun noise. Work with me. Work with me. Thank you so very much. Also, hey, Jonna over on the tube. Jonna, you were definitely missed. Welcome back, love. Jonna's been a member over on the tube for 3 months. All right. If you're not a member on the tube, you should go ahead and do it. That's how you get access to the Discord, because I don't know what to do over here on TikTok anymore. But if you want access to the Discord, you can go join, be a member over on the tube. You get access to cool stickers, all that fun stuff. What the hell complain about? Why should they want basic human rights? Why is this man rambling? And why is it accepted? Like, why do y'all accept this from him? Why do Trump supporters act like we're at the dinner table talking like that? You put his ass in a home. All right. You first take him to the doctor. All right. And you would ask the doctor, hey, doc, is it Alzheimer's? All right. Is he sundowning? Okay. Then you take his ass to a home, is what you would do. All right. You wouldn't think that that was okay. But because it's Donald Trump and you can't seem to let go of all that you put into this abusive ass relationship, you make it okay. You twist yourselves worse than a garlic knot. Did I say that right? A garlic knot? Yeah, you twist yourselves worse than a garlic knot to justify everything that it is he does. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Like, you all are not okay. Not okay. And yes, it's Everything with Erica on YouTube. Everything with Erica on YouTube. The link is in the link tree, so you can check it out there. But here's another thing. They are wanting to do remigration. All right. Remigration is rooted, right, in white supremacy. All right. Okay. White Christian nationalism, to be exact, is what it's rooted in. All right. It's an idea that stems from Europe, is when they want, of course, a Christian nation and they want it to be white. They don't want anyone else there. So what the Trump administration has been touting is because at the State Department, they've already started, all right, a section there. So like a little department within the State Department all right, that is focusing on remigration. You may have heard of remigration being called reverse immigration. All right. So when you hear those two things, this is what it means. All right. They want to stop immigration in full here to the United States of America. They also want anyone who's already an immigrant here, they want you to go back. They don't want you here. Okay. They don't want you here. Right. So if you come from the continent of Africa, all right, and you're not a white South African, they want you to go back. If you come from Mexico or Central America or South America, they want you to go back. Okay. If you come from any other places that could be considered ethnic white, all right, Black people know what that is. All right, if you can come from any of the places, Eastern Europe, okay, that could be considered ethnic white, they want you to go back. Okay. That isn't okay. I'm pretty sure that this is going to face a lot of court battles. It's not something that they're just going to be able to do. They can't just send people back. It's not how any of this works, but it's something that they're going to try. And in them trying it, okay, people are going to be harmed. Right? I know earlier the guy wanted me to explain what harm is. Okay, but like, did you really want me to just go over the fucking definition? Because people being emotionally, mentally harmed, this is going to scar them. Okay, it's just like a person. Okay, well, I can use this as an example to explain it. All right, this can cause people to have PTS, post-traumatic stress. All right, from experiencing such trauma, such a shock to the system, especially for children. I just think about the kids because the kids didn't choose this. They didn't choose this. So he's already wanting to get rid of birthright citizenship. And now he's wanting to take children away from the only home that they've known and put them somewhere that is completely unknown to them. That is traumatic. Okay. All right. That is jarring. That's a shock to the nervous system. And these babies are going to have to adjust. And not all of them are going to adjust well, even for adults. Even for adults. So when was it JFK who said it or was it FDR? I can't remember, but I'm going to look it up because you guys, I have to be accurate. I want to make sure I say it right. That isn't what I was looking for. I'm such a stickler for accuracy. I refuse to quote something incorrectly. There we go. There we go. Okay, so it was included in a book by JFK, but JFK actually never said this. All right, so it comes from The New Colossus by Emma Lazarus. All right, it's the "Give me you're tired, you're sick, you're poor." That is inscribed on the Statue of Liberty because the Statue of Liberty sits in the New York Harbor, you know, where it greets people as they come in to the United States of America. You know, they do their intake and everything. Ellis Allen, anyone ever heard of it? No? No one's ever heard of Ellis Allen before? Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, got it. Yeah. So, yeah, like this country wasn't built on fucking immigration. All right? It was built on it. Like, what are we doing? Like, my people, we did not immigrate here, okay? I'm a descendant of slaves. All right? I'm a descendant of the enslaved. We did not immigrate here. We were forced here. Yet my people, okay, we built Washington, D.C. We built that house that the orange person is destroying right now. I'll let you all know that. All right. The Chinese immigrants, all right, they built the railroads, which are still a major part of our infrastructure in this country. Okay, so that's what we have. All right. The Irish They worked the factories. They worked the factories during the Industrial Revolution. Okay, along with the Italians. So this country was built off the backs of immigrants. And Donald Trump wants to take that all away. And the thing is that there are certain segments of the immigrant population that thinks that this will not impact them, and it will. You think just because you come from Ireland or you come from Great Britain or you come from France, Spain, wherever, one of the, like, you know, this, take out Ireland, but one of the 7 original European countries, you think that you're safe. You're not. All right. If you weren't born on this land, they do not want you here. They don't want you here. And they're trying to figure out a way to get you to fuck up out the paint. And I just need y'all to recognize that, because everyone needs to read First They Came. Seriously. Like, everyone just needs to read First They Came. Because in reading that, it's applicable, however you want to say it, to what we have going on right now here in the United States of America. And we can read it. What time is it? It's 8:52. I'm going to do a poll in just a moment after we read this here, because I think that it's important that we do. Give me 2 seconds. Guys, let's go ahead and knock out the birds. Let's knock out the birds. Go birds. All right. Also, let's keep tapping that screen and get these likes up to 250,000 likes. And then we'll hit our poll after we do this here. Pin. There we go. Chrome. I am almost a TikTok studio expert. Like, bruh, I'm getting so good at this. Not really. But lie to me for just a moment. Make me feel good. There we go. What is this? I don't know what that is. Is it this one or is it this one? Oh, there we go. Apply. I don't know what was on the screen, so if you saw something, you synced it. The fuck do I care? Okay, here we go. So, okay, good. You guys can see it. Fantastic. So, it's First They Came by Martin Niemöller. I know, Melly Mel. I love y'all more. Thank you so very much. Okay, so first they came for the communists, and I did not speak out because I was not a communist. Then they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak out for me. Seriously. He's attacking everyone. Everyone. He's waging assault on transgendered people. So he's waging assault on them. And of course, he's still going. All right. He's trying it with queer people. All right. They really tried. I can't believe the Supreme Court decided not to hear the case. The lady, I think, is out of Tennessee. Is it Kentucky? It's a lady out of Kentucky, Kim, who was like the clerk, and she didn't want to issue the marriage certificate to the gay couple. The court decided not to hear that, which is a good thing. Of course, he's coming for Black people with his attack on history. He's coming for Black people. He's trying to basically erase us from history. So there's that. Liv calls it a paper genocide. So there's that part. He's coming for all religions that aren't Christianity. Okay. So like someone left a comment on my stream on YouTube from last night. Someone left a comment, and it was about Black Trump supporters, but I'm going to broaden it. I am going to broaden it. I'm going to broaden it to Trump supporters, like in general. After Donald Trump gets like rid of all of the undocumented immigrants, right? He gets not all the undocumented, because fuck it, he's going after legal immigration too. Let's be honest here. After he gets rid of all of the immigrants, right? All of the immigrants. And he gets rid of the transgender people. All right, you can't be transgendered anymore. You can't be homosexual anymore. You can't be a lesbian. You can't be queer. All right, everything's just hetero. Okay, he wants a white hetero Christian nation. Okay, that's what he wants. So once he gets rid of all of those people, the people that he can't get rid of, all right, are people like me that look like me, who were born here, okay, and also the indigenous people of this land, right? Who's going to work the factories? Who's going to work the fields? Think about that. I want y'all to think about that. Who's going to work the factories? Who's going to work the fields? And poor white people, I just want to let you know, it won't just be black people. It won't just be indigenous. You don't have enough zeros behind your name to have a seat at their table. So you too will be working the factories, working the fields. I need y'all to understand that. Donald Trump has to be stopped. We can't keep living like this. This shit is crazy. Like, we have to get out, and we do, of course, have to vote. But more than that, you have to continue to make your voices heard. Like, we have to keep saying, fuck this shit. This is not okay, to anyone and everyone that will listen. Okay. We have to take the information that we get from listening in on lives like this. If we're listening to Itchy, if we're listening to Liv, or we're listening to Hector, Sweet Peaches, Mermaid, Kiana, like Casso, like wherever it is that you're listening, all right, then what it is that we need to be able to do, all right, is we need to be able to take this information and share it. We need to be able to share it because it needs to be spread far and wide. The truth needs to be shared. All right. We cannot continue to allow MAGA's voice to be louder than ours. We can't. And I feel like that's what's happening here. Their voices are becoming, like, they're not becoming, they're so loud. It's like, y'all can't hear us over them. So I'm going to keep being loud. I'm going to keep doing my stream until I can't do it no more. We're going to keep going MAGA hunting until I can't do it no more. Until every last one of them fucking blocks me, because that's what they love to do. They love to block me for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe they're allergic to the truth. Maybe that's what it is. They're allergic to the truth. But yeah, guys, I want to tell you, in regards to this immigration thing, they have a plan where they want to block 30 countries do a perma ban on immigration from 30 countries. They already have a travel ban, I believe, on a perma ban on 12 countries right now. They a perma travel ban. They want to do a perma ban on 30 countries. They haven't named them yet. All right, but anyone want to take any bets? Are we betting tonight? No, I don't like to gamble anyways. But these 30 countries are definitely going to be black and brown countries where the population is majority black or brown or. And they'll be releasing that soon. So there's that. I mean, they're already charging people a whole bunch of money to get into the country already. So we're already doing that. I mean, and they're being allowed to fucking do this. How do they keep getting away with this shit is my question. Just fucking crazy work. Crazy work. I know Somalia is going to be up there for sure. Definitely countries in South America, Central America, Mexico most likely. Definitely the majority of the countries in the continent of Africa. So we'll have to see what happens. And again, of course, it's going to be challenged. But guys, we're going to do one more poll because I can either go take an evening nap or we can do a restart. So I'm going to do a poll. Let's see where your head's at. YouTube, you just tell me what you want in the comments, and then we'll just have to go from there. All right, let's see here. All right. Drop a smiley face if I can go take a nap. Smiley face if I can go take a nap. Sad face if I restart. All right, so sad face to restart, smiley face to take a nap. All right, the poll is going to be right above the chat bar. Okay, right above the chat bar. Let's see what happens. Interesting. I'm going to vote also. My backup is voting. I wonder how my backup voted. I'll see if anyone spots it. Probably not. YouTube, what do you want? YouTube, you drop a smiley face in the chat for a restart. That's what YouTube can do. Drop a smiley face for a restart, YouTube, and a sad face for take a nap. Because you know me, I'll go take a nap for sure. Because naps are life. Jonah put a sad face. Okay, Jonah. Okay. Every day is something new. Every day with this administration. Absolutely fucking insane. We finished. Only 32 people wanted a restart out of over 400 people. I'm going to sleep. Fuck this shit. All right. Anywho. Have a little bit more news to give you guys, and then we're going to bounce. Because what are we doing? Are you guys serious? Y'all are absolutely ridiculous. Y'all don't want to be here. It's cool. I get it. I tried. Thank you for the bird. Thank you, Sick of Society. Appreciate you, love. Thank you. Anywho, can we finish out the birds, please? And then I can come back with Penny Goes. Let's see here. See what happens. Set myself a bird. Thank you, me. Drop some hearts in the chat for me. It's 9 o'clock. What are we doing? We have 3 more birds to go. We want you to be, rested? Ma'am, I don't rest. So there's that. Oh, cha-cha-cha. I think that, I don't know what like Americans can do for this. The Tick-Finney Christmas tree. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I'm just doing, I have the fireworks thingy. Oh, yay. We have 1 more birdie to go. Yay. This is my excited face, by the way. Yay. Just in case you all didn't know. That's me being excited. Well, Mark, you did your duty today, Mark. Thank you. Gucci. Shout out to Gucci. Shout out to the Gucci. Thank you, Gucci. All right, guys. Gucci, quick question. Gucci, what you want to do? How come Gucci's not a mod? That's weird. Nah, if I made Gucci, okay. All right. Gucci said to restart, so I'm going to do it. All right. Confirm. Gucci, I just made you a mod. I don't know if you wanted that, but you got it. And as a mod, Gucci, the only person that you really get to mute and block is a stalker. Other than that, I don't care what people say. Unless they're a Trump supporter. All right. And they don't get in the box. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to hit a quick restart. Thank you for knocking out the birds. YouTube, stay right there. Stay right there, YouTube. We'll be right back, guys. Right back. Go watch my latest video. Like it. Send a heart I don't know what to call it. A heart. Comment. Do that.
Cuenta aquí en lo que tenía más de 1 millón de seguidores.
Wow.
Y que se la da una agencia.
¿Y luego?
Bye bye.
No.
Sí, se la bajaron la cuenta.
Ay, no, qué malucos.
Yo por eso de las agencias, no.
Pero ahorita, ¿cómo le va el Frankie con la agencia? El FM.
No, yo en lo personal no.
Ay, no. ¿Tú estás en una agencia? ¿Y cómo te va?
Bien.
Pero para nada. Hizo su batalla y ni llegó la agencia.
¿No llegó?
No llegaron, sí, solo nosotros con la Yeye y estábamos con él. Por eso yo, esas agencias, no.
¿Pero sí te recuperaron tus diamantes?
¿Qué te dieron?
Omar. ¿Sí recuperaste tus diamantes? ¿Sí? Como que yo tengo muchos diamantes, pero pues igual están ahí guardaditos, creo.
Now everybody asks me why I'm smiling out from ear to ear. I can't sing, but I know. Whoa, nothing's perfect, but it's worth it after fighting through my fears. And finally, you put me. We're back. Let's see how many people come back. I know. Let's see how many people come back. Yay, I'm back. Yay. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Because finally, you put me first. Baby, it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one. Hey guys, as you come back in, make sure that we are vigorously tapping that screen, sharing the live, reposting. If you haven't already sent the heart me, go ahead and send your daily heart me. And guys, let's just do all of the good things. I don't think I said that enough last live. I don't. I think I'll be back for like maybe an hour, just an hour. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see. I think I just have one more news thing that I want to go over. All right, so there's that. What's fire with fire? What happened? What are you talking about? What'd you do? Baby, it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. Only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. Okay, I don't know what that person's talking about. Interesting. Anywho, I'm gonna lean back. Jeez. I'm gonna try to fix the thing. I wish you really could see it. Yeah, no one has. No one has. But guys, let's tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get this back on track. Let's knock out the heart puffs, share and repost the live, do all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. We should be back on the tube also and on Twitch. All right, we should be back over there. Fantastic. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Dre, for coming back. I appreciate you, even though you didn't want to see my Trump impersonation. Rude. Just a nasty man, nasty man. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's a Gemini in me. Trump's also a Gemini. My apologies in advance. Dre is a nice person. He always comes back. Thank you. All right. Yep, he fell asleep. We talked about that earlier, proud liberal. He definitely fell asleep because he's old. Like, what? You know what, guys? You know what's crazy? Is that like Trump supporters really were riding Joe Biden so hard for being old. Like, they was riding that man for being an old man. But for Donald Trump, Sleepy Don, it's like he wasn't asleep. He was resting his eyes. I want you all to know that. He wasn't asleep. He was resting his eyes, guys. Okay? All right. Just as long as you understand that, as long as you understand, we're all good. Okay? Okay. Say what you want about a Gemini. I don't give a fuck. Fucking awesome. Most of the time. Hey, where's that potato? I like the potato. I got really excited. I'm trying to find a potato, y'all. Tap, tap, tap the screen, share the live, do all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. Let's see, what do we have here? Trying to get right back into it. Oh, guys, Dirk is here. Dirk.
Hey, this is Dirk here. Thank you so much for bringing me up. This is truly fantastic. I really appreciate this opportunity. This is great. Well, I'm 30 years old. I'm from New York, and I voted for Donald John Trump. Well, over the last 4 years, Joe the Autopen Biden brought in millions upon millions of illegal aliens and allowed them to invade our country against the American people's will. On day one, Donald John Trump secured our border,
I don't know who
making
Donald
it so
John.
more
Who
than
is Donald John
95%
Trump?
less illegal aliens are invading our
I'm so
country.
sorry, Dirk.
We've had
Dirk,
zero
Dirk,
illegal
turn the
invaders
recording
in this
off.
country
Dirk,
since January. Well, this
Dirk,
isn't a recording.
Dirk.
Dirk! This isn't a recording.
Yes, it is.
Go
Turn it
ahead.
off. Turn it off.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. I wanted to say something. Jesus.
Well, go
I
ahead.
don't know who Donald John Trump is. His
Well,
middle name
Donald
is
John Trump
Jimothy.
is your president. He was your president, your 45th president,
His
as
middle
well as
name
your
is Jimothy.
47th
His
president.
mama named him Jimothy. I'm going to call him Jimothy.
Absolutely.
Yes. So Donald Jimothy Trump is the name. What about him? You said something about Biden and millions of what? What you call them?
Illegal invaders.
You can say undocumented immigrants.
Or, well, you asked me what I called them. Illegal invaders.
I know. So I'm just telling you, you can call them undocumented immigrants.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank
I
you for
can, but I
respecting my.
won't.
Yeah, but if you want to be here, you will.
Well, why is that? They're illegal. They're
Because you're
breaking the
respecting
law.
my boundaries. That's why. And no, they're
Your
not breaking.
boundaries.
No. All right. What you're referring to, the word that you're using is an action. Okay. A human being cannot be an action. All right. So they're undocumented immigrants because they do not have a immigration status assigned to them. And also under the umbrella of undocumented immigrants, okay, what we have is also those who have a designated immigration status. They're just not citizens.
Or you could just call them illegal aliens.
Or you can just say
invaders.
undocumented immigrants and ain't gonna say it again. There's that.
Well, I don't necessarily like being word policed. I like to use the words that most people use and understand. You know?
No, we can't do that. Okay. As I was saying, I don't care what you like or not, but dude, why do we have to spend like 20 minutes doing this when you literally could just say, okay, I'll call them undocumented immigrants? Like, why do you have to be this way? You're 30 years old.
Absolutely. And this is Dirk, by the way. I just want to make that clear.
Okay, Dirk. So like, Dirk, if I came over to your
Dirk
house
Funk.
and you said, hey, I don't like when people wear shoes in my house, right? And I say, you know
Well, that's
what?
different. That's a
Fuck your house.
cleanliness issue.
Yeah, you dirtying up my panel by saying the word that you're using. So just
Yeah,
say
but they are
undocumented.
illegal. This is
Thank
the
you.
legal
Appreciate you.
language that the American government uses in 2025.
All right. Let's see what happens here, Dirk. Let's
Go
see
ahead.
what happens. Okay. All right. We'll see what happens. Anywho, you said millions of undocumented immigrants came into the United States of America.
Sure.
What was that number?
Well, estimates up to 25 million people over the last 4 years, as
25 million people
spoken by
came into the
Tom
United
Homan,
States
our
of
border
America
czar,
in
and
the
our
last 5
president of the
years.
United States, Donald John Trump. Absolutely. 25 million. Isn't
Where'd
that a
you
wild number?
get that from, Dirk?
Well, like I said, the commander-in-chief and president of the United States, Donald John Trump, said in his cabinet meeting today up to 25 million people over the last 4 years.
Where
under
did Trump
Joe
get
the
that
Autopen
number
Biden.
from?
Well, I mean, these are estimates. All these numbers are estimates, and the U.S. government has access to data that we don't necessarily have. So up to 25 million people is
Where
the
can I read
estimate
about
that
this?
the president of the United States has. The border czar is using that number as well.
Oh my God, we don't have czars in this country. We're not Russia.
Well, Tom Homan is the border czar.
Yeah, it's a colloquial term. We don't have border czars in this. We don't have czars in this country.
Well,
Anywho,
he's the
go
border
on,
czar.
go on, just go on.
Well, I'm simply saying the people in charge of this issue are saying numbers of upwards of 25 million people over the last 4 years.
Came into
Now,
the
let's say
United
this,
States of America.
into the United States of America, the country we love. And let me ask you this, if that number was true, would you say that's too much?
I would say that number is full of baloney.
Yeah,
Is
but I'm
what I
saying
would
if it was
say.
true, let's say in the
And no, I
hypothetical
wouldn't say
world.
it's too much. No,
Oh, you
actually,
wouldn't
I
say
wouldn't.
it's too much. Oh,
I would
okay.
say it's baloney,
Got it.
but
You would say
it's
it's baloney, but you still don't think
definitely
it's too
not too much.
much.
No.
So what is too much for you?
There's no such thing as too
250
much.
million? You think if 250
Where are
million
they coming
illegals came,
from?
is that too much? Well, let's say Mexico, Guatemala, Nigeria, Somalia. Just
All
as an
undocumented.
example.
They're getting on the airplanes and coming over here
Well, this is a
undocumented.
hypothetical. You just said
I
25
was just
million is
wondering.
not
No, I
enough.
like.
You
I
want
just want you to be based in
250
reality.
million? What do you guys want? What do you guys actually want? I know you want open borders, but what is your end goal?
The end goal is to have an actual pathway to citizenship.
Yeah, but you just said 25 million is not enough to have
Yeah,
illegal
you
immigrants
obviously think
invade
that
our
it is
country.
too many.
Well,
So let's see
obviously, me
here.
and
I
all of
have
the
to fact
Americans who
check
voted for
you. So
Donald
hold
John
on one
Trump.
moment, please. Thank you.
Go ahead. Look at Donald Trump's cabinet meeting today. He said it right out loud. 25 million people.
I don't care what Donald Trump said because Donald Trump
he's the
isn't backing
president
up
of
his
the United
information.
States.
No, just because Donald Trump
No,
lied
he's
over
not.
3,000 times in his first term. Therefore,
Well,
I don't
you
give
think
two
saying
poops
men
about
and
what
women's
Donald
sports
Trump
is a lie.
said.
You count that as a lie.
Hey, Derek, shut up. I don't give a fuck what
Well,
Donald
I'm just
Trump
saying,
says.
I don't consider what you think is a lie an actual lie.
Like, I don't care because Donald Trump literally, all right,
So how
lied
many illegals
over
do you want to invade
30,000
our
times
country?
in his
You said
first
250
presidency.
million is an
Hey,
acceptable number?
Dirk.
Well, I'm just wondering your
Shushies.
worldview.
I'm literally about to disprove you. So shush up. Thank you.
Well, go. You're going to disprove me by Pew Research polls? You're going to look up Pew Research polls, looking at census data. It's fantastic. Go ahead.
Okay,
Use the
so
13 million
the
number
Center
that has been
for
used for the
Research,
last
shut
20
the
years. Go
fuck
ahead.
up,
I'm just telling
please.
you. I know what you're going to read. Go ahead.
No, you don't, because you said
Okay, go
Pew,
ahead.
and I'm not reading from Pew. Like, shut up. All right,
Go ahead.
shushies, catch a bubble. Thank you.
You have my permission.
So
Go ahead.
there is the Center for Immigration Studies. All right, they have an estimate that it's between 14 million in March 2024. So it's about 14 million as of March of 2024. So are you saying?
And where's that come from?
I said again, the Center for Immigration
Yeah,
Studies.
but where's the source?
I just gave you the source. What do you mean?
No,
What is the source?
that's
It's
an
the
organization that
unauthorized.
talks about the
It's
issue.
the
Give me the source of the
unauthorized
number.
population. Oh, you want the source of the number? Okay, got you.
Well, that's what I asked for. You said it's
I
not
can't
Pew
believe I'm
Research, so
providing
let's
you a
see.
source when you haven't provided with anything. The only thing you said is that Donald Trump said it, but you can't say where Donald Trump got that number from, because just to go off a few things that Donald Trump has said thus far, Donald Trump also said that the tariffs have brought in $21 trillion into the U.S. economy. He said
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
He said that. But
More
I
than
bet you
that.
won't be able to substantiate that claim. So let's go
Well, you
ahead.
could
No,
see
no,
a
no, no.
list
Let me,
with
time out.
sources on all
Let
the
me go
investments that are
ahead
pledged.
and prove
Well,
you
you just said
wrong
I
on
can't.
this. I'm going to get you the source for the numbers, the methodology. Okay. That's what it's called. It's not the source for the numbers, it's the methodology. Okay. I'll get that for you. All right. And then we're going to talk about other ways that Donald Trump has lied. And then what I want you to do, okay, what I want you to do is I want you to prove that the tariffs have brought in $21 trillion into the U.S. economy.
Sure.
All right. I want you to be able to do that. All right. We're going to do that? You
I'll pull it
promise,
up
Dirk?
right now. Sure.
Okay, go ahead, Dirk. You work on that. I'll work on this. Okay. Okay. Got you. Oh, that's my whole music. Let me play some whole music for you guys. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. I think one more time. One more time is cool. I really do like this song. I forgot to do the head bob. That's the crip walk music is wild. That is wild.
Yeah, I'll just scroll through it, I guess.
Oh, hold on one moment. Because I have the study up and getting the methodology.
You have a study?
Yeah, I literally told you it's a Center for Immigration Studies. All right. It's
Wait, what are we
literally
looking up?
there.
The investments or the immigration claim?
No, stupid.
You told me to look up the investments.
Time out. I'm going to tell you exactly what I said. All right. You asked for the methodology. Your exact words was, what are the source for those numbers?
Yeah.
All right. I said, I'll get that. We had a sidebar conversation about Donald Trump being a liar, right?
Right.
We had okay, good. So we had that. And I mentioned that Donald Trump said, be quiet.
You see
You hold on one moment. Why the fuck can't you allow me to finish a sentence? Calm down, bro.
Well, go ahead.
So anywho, I mentioned that Donald Trump has lied, and I'm not going to take his word for it because Donald Trump is the one who said that tariffs have brought in $21 trillion to the United States. That's what Donald Trump has said.
Well, those are pledged investments.
No.
Nobody
he
said they
the
came
tariffs, but even that number is wrong. So you're still wrong, sir. You're
Well,
still
what do you mean
wrong.
even that number's wrong?
Yeah, you're still wrong.
That's coming
Yeah,
from
I'm gonna get it
our
for you, but you're still
Secretary of the
wrong.
Treasury as well
It
as the
doesn't matter if
President
it's
of the
why are you
United
doing an
States.
appeal to authority?
Well, because they're the ones who
And they're
own this
not
issue.
actual. Our pledges investments.
Well, they're pledged investments. Yeah.
No, a pledge means it's a promise, love.
Yeah, it's a promise.
It's literally a promise. That doesn't mean that any money
Do you
has
think
swapped
when
hands.
somebody
So
says
there's
I'm going
that.
to bring in
There's
$1 trillion,
that. So
that's going to come in overnight? Is that what you
the
think?
numbers for this study here that the Center for Immigration Studies did, they get their numbers from the government. All right. Their
and where's
numbers
the
come
government get it
from
from?
their numbers came from the monthly current population survey, all right, which is conducted by the Census Bureau. Okay. All right. You know that we have the Census Bureau and we also have the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
And you have to extrapolate those numbers. And who
that's
does
what
that?
they did.
Are you avoiding saying Pew Research because I said that
Pew
before?
Research isn't the one who did this. This isn't a Pew
They're taking the
Research study.
census data and
But this
creating some
isn't.
estimate
But
based
this
off
isn't
of
a Pew Research study. This was done by this organization, the Center for Immigration Studies. So why are you
So you're
saying
saying
that's a
they
Pew
came
Research?
up with that number based off
No,
of
they pulled the information from the government. I just told you the Bureau of Labor Statistics. I didn't say I don't trust the government. I said I don't trust Donald
So when
Trump.
numbers come
Donald
from the
Trump
government,
is not
Tom
the government.
Homan, our borders are, says the numbers different.
Tom
So why don't you
Homan
trust him?
isn't our government.
Yeah, but he's in our government.
No,
Absolutely.
Tom Homan isn't our government.
He's literally leading the effort.
He's not our government. Like
he's
you
not
are
part of the
doing, you know
government
what? T.I. once said that you have two
You
ears
trust
and
one
one mouth.
government agency,
You
but
should
not
use
another?
your ears more than you use
You
your
trust
mouth.
Biden.
That's what you should do. I haven't quoted Biden at all.
Why don't
So there's
you
that.
trust Tom Homan, but you trust this
I
other
haven't
government?
quoted Biden at all. Do me a favor.
Wait, hold
Super
on, answer
mods,
that
drop a 1 in the chat. If you're a super mod, drop a 1 in the chat.
Why don't you trust, but you trust this other government agency? That's weird. Is it because it aligns with your?
And guess what? Guess what? You haven't provided any type of source. Your source is Donald Trump. No, your source was Donald Trump.
Absolutely.
All right. So show
the
us.
President, the most powerful person in the history of the world.
Where? Show us the source. So the methodology.
Well, I already told you.
Tom Homan's numbers.
Our borders are says $25 million.
He says 25 million
over the last 4 years.
He says 25 million. Where does he get those numbers from?
Well, he's leading.
Where does he get those numbers from? No. Tell us. Where does he get those numbers from?
Well, I don't necessarily know.
Actually. Exactly. Shut the fuck up. Anywho, moving on.
Yeah, but you're trusting
moving on.
Agency
as I was saying, moving on.
Why is
like,
your
bruh, drop some hearts in the chat for me.
Why is your source
drop some hearts in the chat for me?
Tom Homan?
Because mine are actually statistics. It's data that they can pull from to get this information.
Yeah, but
yours is
all
the
of this is
word
voluntary
of a person with an
It's
ulterior
coming from
motive.
census data
I'm
where
so
people have to
sorry. Do you
willingly
have
say
a
that they're
problem
illegal.
with not talking
How many
when I'm
people answer
speaking?
the census?
Like,
Yeah, but
are you
you're just
okay?
wrong.
Like, do you have
Yours
a
is coming
problem?
from
You have a
census data that
problem.
comes
You have a
every
serious
10 years
problem.
where people voluntarily
Like, you
to
have a
say that
real
they're
bad
illegal.
problem. What you're doing right now is you basically want myself and the 300 people here to just trust you, bro. That's what you
Yeah, but
want to do.
you're appealing
Why
to
do
the
you want
census where
us?
people have to
What? I'm
voluntarily
appealing
say
to the
that they're illegal.
census?
Yeah.
I'm
How often does the
appealing to the
census come out?
census, which is purely
How often does the census come out?
statistical
Yeah,
data
based on
that is
voluntary
pulled
information.
based off of
Yeah,
the
pulled
population.
based on
I'm
voluntary answers
appealing
that
to
you
the
give.
census.
Yeah,
Sir,
absolutely.
you
Yeah,
could
to
be
determine
so
if
many
you're
things, but
illegal,
I
you have to
want you
say
to
that
be
you're
fucking
illegal.
for real. Okay?
Are you for real? If you
I
were
want you
illegal,
to
would you
be
say you're
fucking
illegal?
for real. That is crazy. You
Can you
have
answer
no
that question?
proof here. You have
If you were
absolutely
illegal,
no
would you say
proof.
you were illegal?
It sucks to be you because you have no proof.
If you were illegal, would you
Anywho,
say
hey
you were illegal
Gucci,
on the
you have
census?
Supermod now, love.
Hello?
You get to do this
You
fun
can't
thing.
answer
Can
it.
you keep a leash on this doggy for
You
me?
can't answer it because
Keep a
you
leash
know
on
the
this
answer.
doggy. I want to read off a few
You wouldn't
things.
say that you're illegal, just like
I would
30
like
other million
to
illegals don't say that
read
they're
off a few things here.
Everyone with a brain.
There we go. Good job.
Just because you're mute, that doesn't mean you make a good argument. You haven't made a single one. You're
I
appealing to
literally
the
made an argument that you haven't been able to
you're appealing to
substantiate.
the census.
There we
You
go.
have to
Now you're just going to
voluntarily
try
say that
to
you're illegal.
steamroll. You're just going to try to steamroll because you know that you're wrong. All right.
You're
If you
appealing to
knew,
people
hey, if
voluntarily
you were
saying they're illegal.
confident
Yeah,
and
let's ask people
competent,
if they're illegal.
all right, if you
and
were
then
the
take
two
that
C's,
number and
actually it's three
determine.
C's. If you were competent, capable, and confident, then you wouldn't feel like you have to overtalk me. But because
Well,
you
I'm
know
simply
that
saying
you're
that you're lying,
wrong, because you know that you're wrong
voluntarily
and you
saying that
can't
they're
prove
illegal,
it,
which is
you
insane.
want to talk over me. I got you.
Well,
I
I'm just
got you.
saying you're
Hey,
relying
shushies, buddy. Hey,
on a
buddy.
census where
Buddy,
people
it's
voluntarily need
okay.
to say
It's
that they're
okay.
illegal.
Hey,
Do
it's
you understand
okay.
that?
It's okay. Shh.
Do you
It's
understand
okay.
that? Yes or no?
It's okay.
I
Shushies.
guess you don't.
Hey,
It sounds like you don't.
shushies.
Well, go,
Shushies.
go ahead.
Shout
You have my
out
permission.
to
Go ahead.
Jonna for the 5. Jonna said, "No, I heard the wrong answer. I meant to do smile." Oh, it's okay, Jonna. It's okay. I understand. All right. Proud liberal to you sent a $2 donation and said, "Happy 44th birthday to Brittany." Happy 44th birthday. Is that Britney Spears? Is it Britney's birthday? It's Britney, bitch. All right. Shout out to Britney. Is it Britney? Are you talking about Britney Spears? I really don't know. But shout out to Britney. Happy birthday, love. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have a fantastic day. All right. All right, guys, let's keep doing all other good things. Shout out to Gucci for the $5. Gucci said, funny how he didn't mention any predominantly white countries. No, Trump never does. He never fucking does because Trump's a racist. That's all there is to it. Trump's a racist. We're going to talk about that one too. We'll actually talk about that one in just a moment. But let's get back to your lie about
Did Trump bring
investments.
in
Go
more
ahead and
Somalians? Would that
pull up.
make him less racist?
Go ahead and pull up the Go ahead and pull up the little chart that you had with the investments.
Sure.
Alrighty then. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do.
Hello, are you
Oh, you
there?
there?
You asked me
Okay.
to pull this up.
Okay, you're not gonna get the big screen, but you can pull it up. Okay, now tell us
Well,
about
give
it.
me the big screen.
Tell us about it.
Sure.
It's my
So
juke
this
joint.
is a
Fuck is
list
wrong
of
with you?
investments from
What's wrong with these
foreign
people?
companies, foreign.
Dirk, how the fuck did you think that was gonna go? Like, you need to calm down. Listen,
give
I'm
me the
not your
big
wife.
screen.
I'm not your daughter. I'm not your child. All right.
Well,
I'm
thank
gonna need
God.
you to calm down. Okay.
Thank God you're
Like,
not.
watch your tone when you're
Can't
talking to
imagine
me.
living with you.
Like, chill out, buddy.
Can you
Like, you're
imagine living
doing
with you?
way too much.
I'm just
You're
saying.
just doing way too much.
You
Like,
don't want
calm
the people
down.
to see the truth.
Calm
So you
down. You're
asked me
still
to
not getting the
explain
big
this. So
screen.
this
So there's
is
that.
direct pledged investments from foreign countries as well as foreign companies, as well as domestic companies that want to invest in the United States of America. So just that, not including our trade deal earnings and our earnings from tariffs, just that is $9.6 trillion. Do you understand that how big of a number that is? How many zeros are in a trillion, by the way?
Let's see.
Do you know?
Here.
You counting?
This, discover.
It's a lot of zeros.
Back. Yeah, I'm waiting for you to finish explaining it. Go ahead.
Well, I just explained it. You want me to say it again?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a table showing investments from foreign countries, as well as foreign companies, as well as domestic companies. These are pledged investments. Each of these have a number associated with them. There's a source associated with them on a different page where you could actually see them announcing this investment. And just this table, excluding any trade deal earnings, any tariff earnings, just this table, just from pledged investments, is $9.6 trillion, which is almost 10 times as much as Joe Biden had in the past 4 years. And I would encourage you, show me a similar chart over the Otto Penn Biden administration. Show me a even similar chart where it shows a number even approaching $2 trillion over 4 years. You can't do it because it didn't happen.
Okay. So you said all of that. Quick question for you. What's the U.S. GDP? What's our GDP?
Yeah, trillions and trillions of dollars.
What is our GDP?
I don't know, 60 trillion, something like that.
You're a fucking idiot. Our GDP is $30.4 trillion.
Oh, wow. So
$30.4 trillion. Yeah, you were
you
twice
really
the number.
owned me.
But no, think about what it is that you're
You
saying.
really owned me.
You're saying that Donald Trump has bought in.
Well, these are pledged investments that'll come in.
So
over
not
many
money that's
years.
actually been spent. So you can see that is money that
When did
hasn't
it say it
actually
was
been
being
spent in the United States,
Who
right?
said this is spent already? Who said that?
I just want to make sure that
This
you
is
can
bringing
see
in
that this has not been
trillions
spent.
of dollars.
Okay, it hasn't
of
been
investment.
spent. Guys, it hasn't
Nobody
been
said it's
spent.
been spent. Who
So
said
basically,
that? This is
Donald
called a straw
Trump,
man. You're
all
arguing
right,
against a straw
is
man.
saying, okay, that
Imagine
he's
being
going
upset
to
about this,
bring
by the way.
in
The Democrat Party
$21
is
trillion.
upset that
Okay,
trillions of
you
dollars
have
are
a
coming
fucking
into our country.
issue to where you can't shut
upset
up.
about.
Shut up.
Can you imagine being upset about
Seriously,
this?
stop.
Look at you trying
You
to
need to stop.
and spinning this for political
You
points. Imagine
need
that.
to stop.
Imagine spinning this as if this is a bad thing. You're miserable. You hate America.
There we go. You
This
need to
is
stop.
almost 10 times more than Joe Biden brought in.
If I'm just going to have to
in
mute
4
you the whole
years.
time, then I will. You need to stop.
Explain to the chat why you're miserable
Yeah,
about
you
this.
need to stop.
Explain to the chat why you're upset about this.
I'm not upset about
Can't
anything.
you say this is a victory? You can't say that this
There
is a
we go.
victory? Are you that
Because
miserable?
it's not, because Donald Trump is lying to you all again.
Oh, it's not a victory.
Yeah, he's lying to you.
Imagine living
Okay,
in
so
this
if
planet where you're
our
upset about
if our
almost $10 trillion.
GDP is $30 trillion, all right, 21 trillion
Imagine
would
being upset.
be upwards of 70%.
You guys are
Would
miserable.
be upwards of 70% of our economic output. That's what that would be. 70%.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
huge. Isn't
You fucking idiot. It's not
Can't you
possible.
celebrate that?
That literally
It's-
will represent
So you're
all right,
saying if this
the
did happen, he
largest
would be the
capital
greatest president of
spending
all time, right?
explosion
Hello?
in United States history post World War II.
So you're saying it's
Okay?
so unbelievable.
You need to understand that.
It's so
Okay?
unbelievably large.
It
You don't even believe
literally would outdo the New Deal and the railroad building boom. All right.
It's almost
if
like
this
Donald
were
Trump
to
is
come
the
to
greatest
fruition.
president we've had in
All right.
100 years.
But here's the thing about it. Here's the thing about it. All right.
You
Here's the
can't
thing.
even comprehend how good this is.
9
This is called a W for the president. You can't even
Bloomberg did
comprehend
an
how good this
analyst.
is.
I don't
You're
know why
thinking
he
this is
keeps
great.
interrupting. Like, you need to stop. Seriously.
Well,
Just
because
stop
you hate
interrupting.
And you're not celebrating.
I
his
am
victories.
literally refuting your claim, and you aren't listening. If
There's
you're
sources for all
talking,
these, by the way.
if you're
Well,
talking,
let's pull up the.
if you're talking,
Let's pull up the
then you
sources. Hold
can't
on.
listen. You need to stop. Guys, should we do the thing? Are we going to do the thing? Are we doing the thing or no? For fuck's sakes. Guys, 100. Pull it or do it, however you want to do it, 100. Links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo, Zelle, everything with Erica9 at gmail.com. Also, YouTube, if you want to help out, You can send a Zelle or a super chat. You can send a super
Sources for
chat.
everything you're
Yeah,
crying
so
about.
motherfucker, I
Source-
literally just told you I have a source. You shush up.
Sources for
It's not
everything
your
you're crying
turn
about.
to speak yet. Be quiet.
Well, you
Thank you.
wanted
So,
sources.
anywho,
You
as
said
I
get
was
sources.
saying, Bloomberg actually did an analysis on this. All right. And what they found is that it's only $9.6 trillion in
Only
pledges.
9.6
$7 trillion of that, $7 trillion is
Only
definitely
9.6.
investments. Is investments. 7 trillion are investments, whereas 2.6 trillion are not investments.
Wow. Can you show me where
Donald
Biden even got
Trump,
2
what
trillion?
Donald Trump is doing is he's lying to you all again.
Oh, imagine
Is
being
what he's
upset about
doing.
only $9.6
It's not
trillion.
only, it's not
Can you
about
show me
only,
where
it's
Joe
the fact
Biden
that
even
Donald
got $2
Trump is
trillion?
lying.
Can you show me where
Okay? It's
Biden
about
got
the
$2
fact
trillion
that
over
Donald
4
Trump
years?
is lying to you all again.
Donald Trump did this in
Literally,
9
he's lying
months,
to
by the way,
you.
folks.
You can
The
keep
greatest
yapping all you
president
want to,
in the past
but you
100
really need
years.
to stop. You need to put a sock in it. Like, seriously, stop. Just stop.
Show me what Joe Biden did.
Stop.
Show me.
I can't show
his
you
investment.
anything if you keep talking.
Okay, pull it up. Go ahead.
There we go.
Pull it up.
Okay,
Pull up Joe
Gucci has
Biden's
it.
investments that he brought in. Let's see it reach 2 trillion. You can't even do that. Donald Trump did in 9 months what Joe couldn't do in 4 years.
Okay, that's your claim.
Yeah,
That's
go
your
ahead.
claim, right?
Pull up his.
Dirk,
pull up his list of
Dirk, I
investments.
know
Go
that
ahead.
you never let your wife finish
Are you
a
going to pull it
day
up? Yes or
in
no?
your relationship, but for the
Are you
love
gonna
of
pull it up?
God,
Yes
I
or no?
am not your wife. I literally
gonna
am
pull it
not.
up?
You
Yes
need
or
to
no?
calm down.
Are you
Seriously.
going to pull it up? Yes or no?
All right, because Donald Trump lied
You
about the
have my permission
investments.
to pull it up. Go ahead.
Exactly. When in doubt, just say, what about Biden? That's all you have to say. When they're in doubt, just say, what about
You're crying
Biden?
about $10 trillion of investment coming in.
I'm not crying about it.
You're
You said that it
complaining
was
about it.
21 trillion. It's
Well, yeah,
not
this is not
$21 trillion.
including the tariff revenue.
You lied
This is not
because
including
you're
tariff
spreading a
revenue.
lie from Donald Trump.
This is not
You
including tariff
lied.
revenue and trade
So
deals.
therefore, just shushies and be quiet. All
You do
right.
this for a
I know
living?
that you're embarrassed right now. You're embarrassed. I get it. You're feeling shame. You feel that pit in the bottom of your stomach. I
I'm
get
feeling
it.
you're the one
I
crying about
get
$10
it. I
trillion of
understand. I
investment
get
coming
it.
into the USA.
No, I
You hate this
understand.
country.
You're crying right now.
You hate this country
This is
with a
cope
passion.
for you. Okay? This is copium is what they call it. You're
Yeah, look in
coping
the
right
mirror.
now. All right? That's what you're doing. I'm actually
You're
looking
crying
directly
about
into
$10
a camera
trillion of
right now,
investment coming into the
and
US.
I'm looking
You hate
pretty
this
damn
country.
happy because guess what? You're
You can't
coping
even admit
hard.
that you're
This is
happy
so
that $10
hard
trillion
for
is
you
coming
right
into the
now.
US. You can't admit that's a win. Do you have that bad of Trump derangement
There
syndrome?
we
You
go.
can't admit that?
Now, I'm thinking that you might suffer from Trump
No, I think
derangement
you do. You're complaining about
syndrome.
trillions of
I think
investment
that
coming
you
in.
might actually
You're actually saying it's
suffer
so
from
good
that.
you don't even
There's
you're saying
that.
it's so good you don't even believe
There's
it, even though there's
that.
sources for each of these.
Let's see here.
Even though there's sources for each of these, your Trump derangement syndrome makes it so you don't even believe it. If Trump does it, it's bad. That's your mentality. Show me a comparable metric that Joe Biden had
Jesus
in 4 years. You can't do it.
Dude. Shush up.
Donald Trump got more investment in than Joe Biden has in 4 years. The greatest president in the history of the and you refuse to see it because you hate
If
America.
I literally,
You want America
if
to
I
lose.
literally,
You-
if you don't
You're
take a
rooting for
breath,
America to
if you
lose.
don't
Thank
take
God
a
you
breath,
lost.
how is someone supposed to answer
Go,
your
pull up
question
Joe
if you know
Biden's
what? Matter of
investments.
fact, I'm
Go
going to
ahead.
do this.
Pull up Joe
There we
Biden's
go.
investments from
Here
foreign
we go.
companies and domestic companies and foreign countries. Pull them up. Go ahead. You can't do it. Joe Biden over 4 years, maybe $2 trillion. Maybe. Donald Trump in 9 months got at least $10 trillion
So has a
of
track
pledged
record.
investments. This is unprecedented. And this is,
Good,
keep
good.
in mind, folks, just due to tariffs. The pressure that tariffs have on the countries and companies is the sole reason they're investing so much in the US to avoid the tariffs. You were lied to if tariffs hurt you. Tariffs are here to help you. And after all the help you're getting from tariffs, all you could do is cry and say, "This is not possible. I don't believe it. This is not real." Instead of celebrating the wins that America
Guys,
gets. You
keep
can't
tapping
do
the
it 'cause
screen, sharing the live, keep doing
you
all
hate
of the good
America with a
things.
passion.
I know you guys are sick and tired of this guy right here. There we go.
You hate America
Good
with a
grief,
passion. It's
shut
so
up.
obvious. It's the most obvious thing in the world. It's sad. People like you are why it was on the decline. Now we're on the incline. Thank God.
There we go.
Thank God you guys lost in a landslide, seriously.
Dirk, please put a dick in it. Shut up.
Well, you're not talking. I'm entertaining your
You're
chat
not
right now.
entertaining them. You're actually annoying them.
Well, are
Stop.
you entertaining just by sitting there with your goofy little headphones, like silent, looking things up that don't exist? We all know Joe Biden was a mess. He didn't bring in shit. We all know that. And now you're struggling to find investments, and you can't
Oh
because
my
they didn't
gosh.
exist.
Bro.
Okay. Pull up the investments. Go ahead. I know you've been looking for 20 minutes and you can't find them.
There we
You're
go.
struggling. You're
So
sweating.
he
Oh, there we
did
go.
over $1 trillion in investments.
Oh, 1 trillion.
So 1 trillion. No, that actually
Nice.
came through.
Oh,
And it was
okay.
via the
1
Chips and
trillion.
Science Act and also the infrastructure bill. All right.
Right.
Did
1
we
trillion.
get
Congrats. Over 4 years. What an accomplishment.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
What an accomplishment.
Seriously, shut up. What is wrong with
Well,
you?
you showed me 1 trillion over 4 years. I told you can't find 2.
What is literally?
I
It doesn't matter.
I told you can't
Because
find
what have
truth.
people
You can't
actually
find
spent
2.
under Donald Trump? What have people
Was I
spent under
right?
Trump?
You can't admit I was right?
What have people spent under Trump? So
What have they
far, we
spent?
have 35 towards the kit goal, guys. 35 towards the kit goal. All right. Thank you,
We have
Gucci.
10
Thank you,
trillion from
Sailor.
pledged
Thank
investments
you.
from
Thank you.
companies and
Thank you.
countries.
All right. Like, people
Now
don't
show
like
me
you.
anything
They're like literally
comparable
leaving
that
because they
Joe
don't
Biden
like
had.
you.
Show me Joe Biden's comparable numbers. He had
I
4
literally
years.
just told you his
Yeah, you said
investments
1
under
trillion.
his were
You said
literally
1
$1
trillion.
trillion, and we're already seeing a return on
Over
the
the course of
investments
how many?
because these people have actually
Over the course
broken
of how many years? You
ground.
said the Chips and Science Act. You think that was
They've
1 year?
actually broken ground. All right.
Okay,
TC,
who?
what is it? Taiwan semi chip manufacturing company. Them.
Yeah, close.
They build actually they've already built 3 fabs here. So 3 fabrication plants here, just in
How much
Arizona
did they spend?
alone.
How
All
much
right.
was that?
They've already hired
Give me a number. How much was that?
over 2,000 people to work those jobs.
Right. What was
All
the
right.
number? Go ahead.
Where under Donald Trump, we've actually lost
What was the number? Go ahead.
upwards of 75,000 manufacturing jobs
Right. Great.
under
Now
Donald Trump.
tell me the
All right. His
the number that
tariffs
came in.
are about to be declared illegal. So what
Tell me
incentive,
the number that came in.
will these companies have
Imagine hating
to
America
actually
this much. I can't
spend
even
this
fathom it.
money with the United States of America if his
Why do you hate
only
America so
tactic
much?
was the tariffs?
Why do you hate
Answer that
America?
question. Answer that question, please.
Imagine crying
Answer that
about
question.
$10
Thank you very much.
trillion
Shout out to
coming in
Jonna for
9
the
months.
20.
Can you
Jonna sent
imagine
a
crying
20.
about that? I
All
can't
right. She
even
said, damn,
fathom
this
it.
individual doesn't deserve to be in the same space as you.
I
That
can't.
is true. Caller, did you see Trump falling asleep today at his cabinet meeting? You make no sense. He's just as sleepy as Trump is. Just as delusional too. All right, guys. So that
Well, I
means that
told you
we
you can't
have
find 2
55, so
trillion from Joe
$45 left
Biden.
to go.
I told you.
45 left to go to get him
You
up
still
out the
haven't done
paint.
it.
Bro,
You still
I
haven't done
literally
it.
gave
I
you the
told you to
answer to
find
the
2
question.
trillion. You said 1
All
trillion,
right.
right?
But here's the thing. You literally can't
Your goal was
prove
to
that
find
any
2
of this
trillion over
money
4
has
years, and you
been
can't.
spent.
Your goal was to find 2
Dude,
trillion
the
over
goal
4
is to
years.
find 2 trillion. Why
That
would you
was your
say the
goal.
goal is to find 2
You spent
trillion when we know how
30 minutes
much the
trying to
Biden
find it.
administration
Because
actually
I just
spent?
showed you. I just showed you
No,
9.6
you haven't. You showed
9.6
pledges.
trillion in pledged
We're talking
investments
about
from
money that
foreign
has
countries
actually
and
been
foreign companies,
invested in the
domestic
United
companies,
States of
into the
America.
United States of America.
Okay? That's
All
what we've
documented
done.
as
We
pledged
know for a
investments.
fact
You
that
can't even
under the
find anything
Biden
similar that Joe
administration,
Biden had over 4 years.
hey, you're going to shut the fuck up.
How pathetic is
All
that?
right? You're going to shut up.
And you're crying.
No, you're literally going to
You're
shut up.
crying that it was
You
only.
don't know what a pledge is. You don't know
So show me a
you
pledge.
don't know the difference
Show me a
between
pledge over
actually
the Joe Biden
spending
years.
money
Show me a
All
pledge
right,
over the
and
Joe.
promising money.
Show me a
You don't
pledge
know
over
the
the Joe.
difference. You literally
Show
don't know
me a
the. You
pledge over
don't
the
know the
Joe
difference. Gucci, I
Not
got
even
it.
come
You
close.
literally don't know the difference.
Show me pledges over the
You
Joe.
don't know the difference.
Not even
You
come close.
literally don't.
You can't
Like
do
you're
it.
you're literally arguing
can't do
over
it.
I promise.
You
Like that's
literally
what you're
can't.
doing. You're sitting here touting
You're
I
crying.
promise.
You're
All
crying
right.
about.
You're saying that
You're
Donald
crying
Trump
about
has
pledged
gotten some
investments. You hate.
promises, is what
You
you're
hate
saying.
America.
All right.
You can't
Under
find
every
anything
president,
remotely
under
similar
every president,
under Joe
companies
Biden.
promise to spend money.
You hate
All
America
right.
so much.
Literally, that's what they do.
You hate this country.
Apple pledged to spend
You hate this country.
$400 billion
It's
under
pathetic.
the Biden
You should
administration.
self-deport.
All right.
Go to
Under are you about to
CBPHome.com.
crash? You're gonna crash?
You should
You're
go to
gonna crash? Is that what you're gonna do?
CBPHome.com.
Links are in the bio.
You could
Everything with Erica is the name.
get out of
PayPal
this
and
country.
Venmo. Also have a
You hate this
Zelle.
country
Everything
with
with Erica9 at gmail.com.
You hate
All
this
right.
country with a
So
passion.
okay.
Pathetic.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna give you a minute. I'm gonna give you a minute.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
All right. Just
I gave you
respectfully,
30
hold
minutes
on.
to find $2 trillion of pledged
Respectfully,
investments
if
under
you
Joe
can't,
the
hey,
Autopen
I can't
Biden's
give you your minute if you keep
administration.
talking.
You
You
spent
got to
30
stop
minutes
talking.
looking things up,
Hey, you got to stop talking.
and now
I
you're
want to
crying
tell
that
you
Donald
something.
Trump got
Hey,
$9.6 trillion
buddy,
of pledged investments in just 9 months.
listen.
And you're crying
Hey,
about it.
listen.
You're upset that $9
Dirk, if you want your
trillion
minute, you got to be
are
quiet.
pledged in
Hey, if you want your
9
minute, you got to be
months.
quiet.
You hate this country with a passion. It's pathetic. Go ahead. What do you want?
Okay.
He's saying, I don't hate you. Right. I just hate all of the choices that you make.
Yeah,
Those are
hilarious.
the choices that bitch ass niggas make. Mm-hmm. That's all.
That's all. Shout out to Blue. Shout out to Blue. Blue sent the 45. Blue said, get the fuck up out of here. That's what she said. She said, get the fuck up out of here. I'm sorry, I don't know your pronouns, so I'll say they. Blue said, they said, get them fuck up out of here. All right. And also said, love you, Queen. Love you more. Love you more. Thank you so very much. Drop some hearts in the chat for everyone who donated. That motherfucker is annoying. That's not how you debate. She, her is fine. Okay, great. All right. Drop some some hearts in the chat for her. Drop some hearts in the chat for Blue. All right. Because that's literally not how you even have conversations. Jesus Christ. What are we doing here? Like, bro, like you're sitting up here arguing that Donald Trump got some promises. He got some, hey, I promise you that we're going to give you this money. That's what he got. All right. And you're saying that they're doing it under the threat of the tariffs. Donald Trump's tariffs come December 5th, when the Supreme Court makes their decision, all right, are going to be considered deemed unconstitutional. That means that Donald Trump has no leverage. None whatsoever. Also, guys, just in case you all didn't know, all right, under every single president, they make promises. That's what they do. They make promises, okay? Companies do it all the time. Literally, all the friggin' time. It's not something new. Now, the question I have for him, and I did ask him, is please show us where that money has been spent. And that's what he couldn't answer. Through all of his yapping, all of the yipping, all of the gish galloping, all of the steamrolling, all of the over talking, okay, he could not say at any point, where has that money been spent? He couldn't. Anywho, tap the screen, y'all. Let's keep doing all of the good things. Let's get this up to 100,000 likes. And if you are a Trump supporter, get in the box and be better than Dirk. All right. I'm not doing too much of that over talking shit. Like that's just that you're doing too much when you start to do that. It's just way too much. Do better. Just do better. Do better. Appreciate you. All right. I don't know if this person is going to load. I think so. But guys, just keep tapping the screen, keep sharing the live. And if you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. Get in the box and let's talk about it. Yeah, he said it was 30. He was probably 85 because that's just how they operate. That's just how they operate. Just absolutely weird. All right. Oh, also, guys, I forgot to tell you something in the chat. I forgot. Trump supporters, guess what? You don't get to yap in my comments. This isn't your safe space. All right? You don't get to do that. What you do get to do, though, all right, is you get to request up. So if you are a Trump supporter, Get in the box. If I see you yapping, I'm going to send you a request. All right. And you're going to learn the lesson of the year is that you don't get to yap in my comments. Okay. You get to yap from outside of the club. So there's that. Anywho, tap the screen, guys. Let's keep doing all of the good things. All of the good things. Okay. And let's see here. One moment. Appreciate it. Okay. Let's see here.
Man, you want to debate me again?
Who is this? Oh, it's the guy that makes the whack beats. Hey, have you gotten better?
Because you like the beats. What are you talking about?
I did.
Yeah, what the fuck?
My bad. I'm sorry.
You guys just be switching.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
It sounded like your feelings were kind of hurt right now with that
I didn't
last
want to
guy.
hurt your feelings. Just the guy. I'm glad to see you. Shout out to Just the Guy for the $5 super chat. Just the Guy said, I pledge to send the government 9 trillion gummy bears. Trust me, bro. I know. Trust me. I'm gonna send over what am I gonna say? I'm gonna send over 100 bottles of Dawn dish detergent. I don't fucking know. That's the first thing I saw here. Anywho, what Rona Beats? What were you yapping about in the comments?
I didn't even say that in the comments.
You
I just
did.
came to listen. What'd I say?
Oh, they said that invite was so you're behaving tonight?
I'm just playing my game, just chilling, man. You guys are wild tonight.
Okay.
You
All
just
right.
looking for some ops.
Hey,
I get it.
So what I want you to do is this, right? When
What
you
do you want
do
me
your
to do?
beats, remember this, when you do your beats, all right, don't make the intro as long. No more than about 7 to 10 seconds long, okay? All right? And what
Yeah,
I want you to do
sure, Erica.
also, all right, take out that weird, like, scary noise that you do, okay?
Hey, quick question though. How do you feel about the trust fund that Trump's setting up? How do you feel about that?
Don't know much about it. Would have to look into it, but I'm pretty sure it's a scam. I'm sorry, everything Donald Trump does is a fucking scam. And you're talking about the MAGA accounts that he's doing for kids, right?
For the kids, yeah.
Yeah,
What's wrong with that?
No, because you can literally just get your own HSA or you can just put it into a high yield savings account. You get a better return on your money. It's not a trust fund. It's not like a trust fund. It's like a HSA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's doing something for the kids, huh? Nice.
Yeah. But basically
it's a scam. It's all a scam. We'll
it's
see.
$1,000.
It's a scam.
But what's the growth on it?
I don't know yet. I guess we'll find out, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, guess we'll find out.
Well,
you can simply get a 529 for your kid. I just want to let you all know that. All right. You can get a 529.
You know, a lot of Americans don't know about that, right?
But a lot of Americans are going to learn about it. You know why a lot of Americans are going to learn about it? All right. Because the more Donald Trump talks about stuff, the more information we find out about just how stupid it is. That's literally it. And then guess what Americans get to do? They get to start making informed decisions. My apologies for cutting you off. Go ahead.
What's stupid about a trust fund?
People would be able to do it. This is something that they can do on their own. They don't have to have the government involved. They literally can just do it on their own.
Oh, so Donald Trump is giving some valuable information to Americans. In other words.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I wasn't listening. I'm not even going to hold you. I'm reading about it.
I said Donald Trump is giving information to Americans who don't know about it, which is
Donald Trump
most
is giving
American.
half information to Americans.
Okay. That's good enough for now.
He's giving half information. Do you think it's fair to tell half truths?
Well, better than no truths at all in the last administration. What they do?
No truths at all in the last?
Yeah,
administration.
what valuable information did Joe Biden give to us that we didn't know about, that most Americans didn't know about? I'll wait.
I'm sorry, what?
What
What
valuable
what
info?
what what
Okay,
how is
I'm
this
gonna ask
valuable information when Donald
because
Trump, how is this,
most
how is
Americans.
saying I want to implement a MAGA fund for children born between 2025 and 2028? I want to
Well,
how is that giving them information?
okay, calm down, calm down. I
I'm
know the
asking you
last
a
guy got
question
you.
and I am calm. How is that
I
giving
know,
them information?
I know the last guy got you riled up, but would you agree though that most Americans don't know anything about a trust fund? Yes or no?
No, I don't know about that. I don't
They
know.
don't.
What data
They
do you
don't
have to
know.
back it up?
Oh my God. Let's go around and ask every single American, do you know about a trust fund? And let's
No, you
take
literally
data on
just
that.
conduct a survey that can represent the majority.
Look it
So
up right
what
now. Look up
information? I'm
how many
tired of doing y'all
Americans
homework for y'all.
see.
Okay,
Well,
then. So don't just say
You
stop.
requested me
I
up.
didn't
You
request
requested
you
me up.
up. One of the
You did
mods did.
request me.
One of the mods said that it
Well,
was
one of
actually a
your
mistake. And I
well, one of your
literally said, okay, let me just give you some music info. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to get you up out the paint. But no, you wanted to talk
I
about the
get
trust funds, the
I get
MAGA
one of your
funds.
mods.
So
I
here we
get one of
are.
your I get one
Jesus
of your mods
Christ.
likes me. They adore me. I know. It's okay. You know. I know you shoot
Hey,
whoever that was,
Kevin.
they
Hi,
care
Kevin.
about
Did you
me.
vote for Trump?
Hello?
Hi, Kevin. Did you vote for Trump?
No, I did not.
You didn't, sir? Okay, I'm just looking for Trump supporters right now, love. But thank you so much for being here.
Okay,
Well,
thank you.
Yeah, have a great night.
I'm gonna get back to my game. So I'm just listening in. I'm just
Yeah, because you're wrong.
I'm just hanging out. About
Okay,
what?
bye. I'm going to go over the comparison with you all in just a moment, by the way. We'll see if this person loads. Okay, guys. So you actually can do, you can do from FedWise Advisors. They have basically a comparison between the two. All right. So let's pull that up and see what happens here. We're going to pull this to the front. I just got to pull up the Googles. And this person's going to time out in just a moment. But this is what I was talking about, guys. So it's kind of like with the 50-year mortgage, right? So Donald Trump is basically promoting the 50-year mortgage as a benefit to the everyday American. That's what he's doing, right? But a 50-year mortgage is absolutely a ridiculous idea because the average age of the first-time home buyer in the United States of America is 40 years old. Okay, that's ridiculous. That means that it would take people literally their entire lifetime to pay off, and it's possible that they're going to unalive before paying it off if they don't pay it off early, because the average American lives to be about 81 years old, and that's a white woman. Just want to let you know that that's the white woman age. I think the white man age is about 78, and the black man age I think is 73 or something lower. So yeah, you'll never pay off that damn mortgage. Okay. Also, you pay about an extra 15 years in interest on a 50-year mortgage, but Donald Trump isn't telling you all that part. He's not telling you that. All right. He's just saying that it's a good idea. It's not. So what we're about to do, I'm resetting the goal. I haven't done Mamdani's in a while, so let's do some Mamdani's. All right. We'll do Mamdani's and do that. And yeah, so let's do that. And then also, guys, let me make sure of something here. Okay, great. And ba-dum-bum. I'm going to bring this up. It's from fedwiseadvisors.com. And it's basically a comparison chart between the MAGA fund and 529 plans. So there's that. So let's see here. Okay. Settings. Okay. And got to bring it forward. There we go. Okay, guys. I know this isn't, I want to make it big so that you all can actually see it. Like seriously, I want you to be able to see this. There we go. Okay. So what we have here, okay, purpose and intent. The 529 plan is basically like a college savings plan. It's used for education. Okay. As it says here, it's been a go-to option for education-focused savings. Earnings grow tax-free and withdrawals for qualified education expenses such as college tuition, books, or housing aren't taxed at all. All right. The MAGA accounts, of course, we know as part of the big, beautiful bill, all right, is to help build wealth for children beyond education. Funds can later be used for a first home, business startup, or retirement. Now, let's look at them. I'm going to make this bigger. There we go. Because you could just put this money into a high yield savings account. Okay, so who qualifies? Any child under 18 with a social security number. Anyone can be named as a beneficiary. Government seed, 1,000 for children born between these years, and none. Contributors, parents, grandparents, and employers. Anyone can contribute to the 529 plan. Yes, it is. It's a Timu 529. All right. The caps. All right. The caps. Okay. The caps. Also, thank you, AJ. Also, whole life policies. You can buy a whole life policy for your child, all right, at like 1 month old, and just have that grow for them every single year. And it's something that you'll be able to, basically you can cash out on it. Okay, so there's that. The caps are about $5,000 a year would be the max. And the 529 plan has no federal limit. And then state maximum, so depending on where you live, all right, is 235 to 550K. So 235,000 to 550,000. So you have more money that you're able to put into this. So this is that. Okay, and let's see here. Let's see here. Tax deferred, no tax while invested. Tax deferred. All right. Qualified withdrawals are taxed at long-term capital gains rates, typically 0 to 20%. Tax-free for education expenses. Don't they always complain about taxes on capital gains? Okay. So non-qualified withdrawals will be taxed as ordinary income and may face penalties. It explains to you right here what the ordinary tax income is. So it's ordinary tax income plus a 10% penalty on earnings. So it's kind of like when you take a withdrawal from your, what is that thing called? From a 401k. And you have to pay the double tax on it. You pay a tax when you withdraw, and then you pay a tax when you file your income, when you file your taxes. All right, let's see here. After 2028, remains tax deferred only seed program is. So that means that you'll be able to open one, but there's no more $1,000 that the government is going to put into the account for you. So there's that. All right, 529s do not change. They stay the same. Also, here, because they don't know how the MAGA funds are going to work, how those accounts are going to work, they could change. 529s have been around for decades. They're stable. All right. I'm pretty sure some of you in the comment section, your kids have a 529 plan. Mine does. We know what it's for. Jesus Christ. So anywho, you have your investment options right here. Diversified U.S. stock index funds. All right. So it's similar to how basically you do your 401k or IRA. All right. And the 529 is basically more, it's flexible. Okay. You get to do a mix of age-based portfolios. So you can choose whether to be conservative or liberal, however you want to do your stocks. All right. And let's see here. And again, the MAGA accounts, they aren't solidified because we don't know what the government is going to do. That is it. And here's FedWise's longevity and policy outlook. All right, guys, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Like, come on. These why do they always believe everything that Donald Trump says? That's my only thing. Why do they always believe just everything that this man says? I have a problem with that. I do. I really, really do. I have a problem with people who don't critically think. I really do. I hate willful ignorance. I just do. I don't like it. I really don't. Shout out to Random Citizen for the $2 super chat. Thank you so very much for that, for dealing with the insufferable ignoramuses. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Drop some hearts in the chat. Thank you so very much. Joshi, hi. Joshi sent a $5 super chat saying T-minus 3 months till any dollar in taxes I save from the BBB goes straight to the Trevor Project and my local Planned Parenthood. I know that's right. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Josie. Drop some hearts in the chat. All right. I think we all should just stop paying taxes. Just stop paying taxes. Like, if I stop paying taxes, I'm just going to give my money to the local food banks. That's it. I'm giving it to the food banks so people can eat. That's what I'm going to do. Because why not? We should all just stop paying taxes. That's it. Also, just the guy sent a $2 super chat saying, don't tell him, let MAGA get scammed yet again. Oh, God. It's so hard. I have to make sure that we don't get scammed, though. Just the guy. Maybe we should do like a sub only. So a member only live on the tube and a super fan only live over on the TikToks. All right. And then we'll go ahead and we'll do that. That's what we should do. Well, that's what we should do. Okay, and I'll add Planned Parenthood to where my tax money will go. I'll do that simply because we haven't heard much about it. But so apparently, I think it's either this week or next week they're going to start doing the negotiations on the ACA subsidies. And remember, guys, with no, it's not Kool-Aid, it's Ocean Spray. With the ACA subsidies expiring at the end of the year, they're doing the negotiations, and what they want to do is they're trying to expand the Hyde Amendment. And what they're saying is because the Hyde Amendment, this is all I'm remembering this because the Hyde Amendment makes it illegal for any federal funds to go towards the cost of abortions. All right. What that means is that because the ACA subsidies are a tax credit, is what they're trying to say to the insurance companies, that is federal funds. And so in your state, if in states where people purchase the ACA, all right, you can't use your insurance to pay towards an abortion because of the subsidies. So they want to implement a national ban on abortion via the ACA subsidies because they're calling it federal money, is what they're calling it. That's a lot. I'm trying to make sure I explain that in a way that makes sense. This will not apply to those of you who have employer purchase insurance. So it doesn't apply to you or private insurance. This will only apply to ACA. Okay? Only to ACA. So with that being said, that's just one step closer to men legislating women's bodies completely. So there's that. Anywho, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Yeah, I'm done. All right. Okay. With that being said, guys, I'm wrapping it up. I'm ready to get out of here. Let me see something here on the tube. Guys, tap the screen. Do some good things while I'm doing this. And I guess we'll do that. I think we're going to wrap it up. I had some information because I did talk to my cousin today. He was a lieutenant in the Navy, and he actually used to work with Admiral Mom Donnie. He used to work with Admiral Halsey, the one that resigned. Said he was an honorable guy. Definitely had integrity, fact checked everything, did his research, was a good man, a good man. Said his resignation is no surprise, especially if he were given an unlawful order, because Admiral Halsey served like 37, 38 years in the military. Your cap is at 40. The cap is at 40. So there's that. Thank you, Gucci. I appreciate you, love. Mom Donnie, trying to see something over here on the tube. So let's see here. I'm trying to find my friend, but I can't find him. There he goes. What the hell is Siri doing? Okay. Does he allow these? YouTube, I'm trying to see if I can get you guys to go somewhere. But where shall you go? Tap, tap, tap the screen, guys. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Do all the good things. Matter of fact, I don't really care about a raid. I'm going to deal with YouTube. If you're over here on TikTok, like, bruh, that shit was annoying. I can't stand men who overtalk. Like, seriously, like, stuff a dick in your mouth. Please, like, seriously. I can't stand men who overtalk. It's such like, it's pussy behavior, yo. Like, grow up here and stop. Stop doing that, please. It's just gross. It's just gross because there's no way to have a conversation at all. Like, not at all. I didn't say anything, Kingpin. Just stuff a dick in it already and stop. Okay? That's it. That's all I'm asking him to do. That's it. I ain't asking for much. Okay, I have to see if this person allows redirects. Okay, all right, YouTube, you guys have to figure it out. The person I wanted to send you to does not allow redirects. So with that being said, thank you to everyone who showed up tonight. We did pretty good. I mean, we almost had 1,000 people in here at one point, so I ain't mad at it. I want you all to keep doing all of the good things. Thank you to everyone who tapped the screen, shared the live, who sent a donation, who sent a gift. You guys are friggin' awesome. Thank you so very much. Now, with that being said, guys, keep doing all of the good things wherever you go. On the TikToks, on the Tube, Twitch, wherever it is, just say Erica Ray. Drop some hearts in the chat. Just do all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. I appreciate y'all. And with that being said, as always, if you can't do something kind for yourselves, please, please, please do something kind for someone else. I don't know. We're going to do this tomorrow. Oh, wait. We're going to do it tomorrow because we have fun and facts. I might do this again tomorrow and then Thursday, but Friday, I'm not sure if we'll be doing this because I have something to do. So with that being said, guys, wherever you go, Erica Ray, wherever you go, thank you all so very much. And with that being said, guys, all right, with that being said,